All right, so who watched it? Let's just get into that.
Man,
Watch what?
No one has any guesses as to what I'm thinking about?
Chris Rock.
Chris
Last
Rock.
of Us.
Yeah.
I've only seen Rio so far. I need to watch it.
Okay.
All I saw was the excerpt when he talked about the slap and everything.
Yeah, that's the one that's going around the most, so to speak. Not unlike the slap itself. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
You watched it, Evan?
I'm not a big Chris Rock fan, to be honest with
Really?
you. I've never been a Chris Rock fan.
Wow.
I don't like his voice.
Yeah. So
I can see that.
So I can say, all right, let me talk to you real quick, Casey. By the way, we have Greg with us today.
What's good?
We have Casey with us today.
Yep.
And we have Evan, the king of Pasaconda, with us today as well. And of course, Joe. Chris is on assignment. So how do you rank that performance?
The way I said it was, I forgot he was good at comedy. So he had been gone for a while, and when he came back, obviously a lot of the greats had been dropping releases on Netflix, right? And so
he was a zebra for a bit. That's part of it.
It makes it easy to compare the and mentally you're going with what you know recently. So I'm trying to compare Chris Rock to Dave Chappelle, to everybody that's dropping shit,
which is a huge mistake.
Yes, it didn't hit as hard as those did.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it wasn't good.
Agreed.
So if I'm ranking it as a Chris Rock stand-up, 9 out of 10 for Chris Rock.
Okay.
But if it's on my list, it's not really up there, but it's a must-see.
Okay. No, I agree it is a must-see.
Yeah.
So I would give it, for Chris Rock, I would give it 7 out of 10.
Okay.
That doesn't mean I thought it was bad, though. Right. Or I don't put it anywhere near Bigger and Blacker and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and those are so far from recent memory for me. It's hard to
20 years ago.
Yeah,
Right. Go wrong. Well, what was the one he did in DC? Bring the Pain. Chris Rock.
Bring the Pain was one of his. I can't remember where it was.
Every time I think about that, I think about when he did the stick about
him
women
holding the
dance
mic
to
is hilarious.
anything. So he said women dance to anything. Talk about stick my dick in your ear, dick in the ear. That shit is funny. I don't care anybody.
But I think that one thing that he was doing this time that I don't feel like he's ever done as much is repeating things.
I noticed that too. It didn't bother me though. Because I think he goes fast, and he's like, keep up with me. And I'm like, okay, I'm with you. It didn't bother me too much.
He would be like, all right, we use microphones. We use microphones now.
We use
microphones.
Yeah.
5 microphones,
Yeah.
5 people, because microphones are what we use.
I think that's
And
old school.
We use microphones. I'm like, yeah, I get it, dude.
Yeah.
On to the joke, though.
Two other things that bothered you. What bothered me is the fucking white around your lip shit. When he gets to talking and he gets that white foam on the corner, I was like, Chris, wipe your mouth. Goddamn.
You actually made me check my shit.
I was like, they're not looking. They're looking.
People listening in the cars right now are like, fucking mouths.
I hated that. And then I think, damn, I'm drawing a blank. Spike Lee was up in the top left podium thing. What do they call that? The little Lincoln got shot. Yeah. So he was up. So
like that.
Chris Rock would tell a joke and then almost look to him for confirmation whether or not it happened constantly.
Ew.
It was kind of driving me crazy a little bit. But other than that, I loved it.
Yeah. He made a Cherry Hill joke in there, which was fun to see.
Shot and be more, baby.
Yeah. At the Hippodrome.
Yep. Small.
It was good to see. It felt good to see. Let me tell you what I loved most about it.
I'll give you mine too.
So the special was called Selective Outrage. And it's exactly what I've seen in the response to it. Certain people are mad at certain segments, and certain other people are mad at certain segments, and certain other people are mad at certain segments, and he named the shit Selective Outrage.
Brilliant.
I'm like, I see what you did. I see what you did. I felt like everybody, he gave America a beating, for about 52 minutes, and and I feel like everybody caught their fair share of it. So I was like, it was like, what was it? There was some comedian that was like, he was talking about another person stand up that kind of did the same thing, that was very critical of everything and everyone, and he was like, you can't get mad when it's your turn. It's your turn. But it was good. I thought it was good. I just didn't think. I think what let me down the most is when he got into the Jada shit, which is the shit that everybody wanted to see. his mic drop moment. I don't think was
talking about physically.
Yeah,
I agree. It wasn't
a 10 out of 10 moment. But like it wasn't a mic drop moment. It was a setup for a mic drop moment or something.
I don't know. The timing was off because when we finally started talking about Will, it was like, yo, let's go. Everybody, at the time he waited till the end. It was perfect.
Yeah,
and then
you can feel the audience.
They called him a bitch. Some called him a bitch, and he started going in, and it was a build up, and he was a build up, and he was like, and it was going bigger and bigger, and he was crushing it. And I was like, this is fucking the way he handled it is perfect. He was like self-reflective. Like he said, "Oh, I was a little." He said, "The biggest motherfucker I played." You know, he was Ali, and
I was Pookie from New Jack City.
Yeah. So it goes on, and he could have dropped it. He handled it perfect, but when then it was dead, and he dropped the mic. I'm like, that was it. And I agree. The mic drop was terrible timing,
and he had that one stumble.
But he handled it.
He owned it.
He handled it.
Yeah, and he was like, I fucked my own joke up.
And he could have easily edited that.
It was live, and he kept it live.
And I respect that.
Hell yeah.
My favorite part, and it's not so much funny more than it is, he was talking about how America's like soft as shit. He said something about the ER is full of people with splinters, which that was kind of relevant to us. Yeah, paper cuts, even better. And then he said he was talking about how people are vying for attention. They want to be a victim on social media. So he said, we used to want love. Now everybody just wants likes.
Yeah.
I thought that was good as shit.
That would have almost been a better mic drop moment.
I agree.
I
agree.
But I do recommend that everybody see it, even as a non-Netflix subscriber, Joe.
How do you see it?
How did you see it?
I mooched off some friends.
He's got it.
Never watched Netflix except for once every 3 months. What happened to?
Yeah, so this one I wanted to see because I didn't want it all to be ruined for me before I got a chance to see it. I also found it from an era where name brand fashion is such a big deal. I found it interesting that he went with a pair of purple jeans.
Yeah.
The jeans color is white. The brand is purple, which can be confusing. I know.
The swimming trunks I had in Cuba.
Oh, those are purple?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
with the pizza
black, no, not the pizza, the bandana print.
And it's like
funny story about that. Yeah.
And it's like it's a big brand, and it's like they're like $200, $300 pairs of jeans. But just in the era that we're in, I'm surprised it wasn't like the Louis or the.
He probably got paid to wear them.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you're right. As far as the people that don't know, as far as fashion goes, like Burberry, everything's like top tier, and then purple's like
respectable. I
asked you about it. I was like, "Is this?" And you were like, "They were on to come up, but then they just kind of plateaued in the middle."
Yeah, them and Purpose. I kind of put those both PRPS.
Yeah,
I kind of put those both in the same category. Anyway, enough about fashion, Joe.
I wouldn't know anything about it.
Oh, I like Target, Goodfellow and Company,
Walmart.
You're just feeding that machine, man.
They always have a good Black History Month selection. So.
Oh yeah, and that's what means they care.
Yeah, they tore that shit down March 1st.
You talking about Target, right?
Yeah.
That
shit was done.
Whole family got that out, man. I got the blue shirt. My wife got the pink shirt. Little girl got the t-shirt. Yeah, we was stylish last month.
Well, let's move into Nerd Weeks. We're gonna move around in order of have been on here the least. So we'll start with Greg. How's your Nerd Week been?
Yo, what's good? What's happening?
You got a lot of love on the last episode that you were on.
Hey,
actually, all three of you guys.
I'm glad you brought up the last episode that I was on. So, had to do my own research. Let me pull my phone out because I got some notes.
Because you got notes.
Fuck no, I got no notes. I still don't know how to do that shit. I'm looking at titties. So, anyway, on the following episode, Joe, you said, who did he have on the show last time? And he said, Stay at Home Greg. Heard he's going back to work. Pimp game is not strong at all. Okay? Hey, just so y'all know, I bought some powder. All right? Bobby, put that shit in your hand, because guess what, Greg? Don't play them games. So that pimp game is still strong. And you feel me, okay?
Powder me up.
Yeah, that's right. So now that I got that out the way and I feel good about myself, man, I've been pretty good. I'm still stay at home, Greg. I'm still waiting. I'm all about definitive answer. I need a letterhead or something saying congratulations. So far, it's the next time we reach out to you is your uniform's here. We're gonna try it on.
Right.
So and then a homeboy that worked there, he said, man, if they said that, you good. I need to see, you know.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So still waiting on that, but I'm still home chilling.
Still on your Thor weight loss program?
Yes, sir.
All
We
right.
still doing Project Helmsworth. We still holding strong. Yeah. Now my wife, she's got a Peloton. She trying to get right, you know.
Oh, you made her feel a way about herself.
Peloton flex.
I wake up every morning and I'll be like, hey, baby, look. And she'd be like, oh, my God, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, you know. So,
I saw that dude die on one in Sex and the City. I was like, I won't risk it.
Oh yeah.
well, I'm going to tell you the funny part. She almost hurt herself the first ride.
Trying to unclip.
Yeah,
Got me too, bro.
Really? But
Yeah,
it was
got me
the
too.
funniest thing. So we got cameras in the house. So I'm like, I wonder what she doing. So I'm looking at it, and we got Google. So you know we can broadcast to the house if if we need to talk to each other. So I'm watching her. She's like, and then she's like, hey Google, help! 6:30 in the morning. So I had to run downstairs. I'm dying. Like I said, baby, you all right? I'm stuck in this motherfucking thing. It's the funniest thing in the world. But now she's a pro. 12 rides later, she's still holding on. Like I said, she just got it. Congratulations, baby. You doing your thing.
Makes noise.
As far as like shows, let me get on my figures because I had to play a little catch up.
Okay.
So, and I got on. Remember, I told you last time I'm on that G.I. Joe, and I got on to this Action Verse thing, Valorverse. They cool. Caught up on a couple Transformers and seeing that it's a little bit slow now, I said, let me try something I ain't never tried before. So my figure that I like to look at now,
So to speak.
Joy Toy.
So to speak.
40K.
So to speak.
Wait a minute.
So I might especially be interested in this line.
I'm gonna try something I ain't tried before. Let me see that Joy Toy.
Oh my gosh. Oops, sorry. I mean, hey, yo. So yeah, I got that Tyrant Mecha. Y'all seen it before. It's about, the thing that confused me the most about this, I was watching it on YouTube, and the scale. I'm all about 6.
Oh no,
I'm all about
They're funny
the
scaled.
description of inches of a figure. See how to say that very carefully.
I mean, this bit here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I-
Inches
so
of his joy toy are important.
So when it went to, right, exactly. So when they started talking about 125th, I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? So I said, F it, got that one. I like it. Looks good.
Yeah.
It's propped up just right.
Now, is this from any lore or or you just think it looks cool and
I
bought
just
it?
thought it looked cool. I tried to figure out the story about the shit. I mean,
Oh, we got a name for that.
what?
When things slow down, you just buy some shit that looks cool and it doesn't mean anything to you.
What's that?
Face life.
So what that mean? I'm in trouble?
I mean, no, it just
No,
means,
it's just
as
face.
soon as shit starts coming out that you do want, that's the first thing to go.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know what? I've never been that I just
You think?
everything that I've purchased, I like. You know what I'm saying? And there's something about it, like even if it doesn't have a connection to me. Like example, homeboy of mine was collecting all the new Warriors, Marvel Legends. And I said, well, I don't really like them motherfuckers, but let me get this Rage. So I got Rage, and Rage is in my basement. You can see it when you come downstairs. But at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck did Rage do again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's fair, but
I
at
like
least
that.
that's some adjacent to some shit that you like. This is just some old stand on its own shit.
Yeah. But I mean, it's cool. It's next to the Blitzwave Voltron chilling. I end up getting that. Ronin, Transformer Ronin.
Yeah.
Drift. I like
Beautiful.
that. Yeah, I like
Don't fuck
that.
with it, but beautiful.
Nah, it's up there chilling.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the shows, I don't know why, but for the umpteenth time in my life, I'm watching the series of The Wire again.
It's good.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
Wire.
yeah.
I mean, and I'm
good.
telling you,
The fuck did I do?
hey, look, right? McNulty, right?
Yes, I did.
But I'm telling you, even if you watch it again and again, for me, it seems like there's something new that I didn't know about the last time. And I was like, damn.
It also helps that the actors have done like 2, 3, 4 things since then, and now you're like, oh, that's if you didn't put it together already,
Right.
And also, you catch little interviews and shit where they tell you little things that you weren't thinking about or didn't know, and then now when you go back and watch it, you're applying that shit to it. And
Yeah. Like I peeped this. I feel like the first season, I don't think they had any homegrown actors from the area.
Right.
But as they get into like season
Was Snoop
3,
the
4, they
first?
started picking out people from the area.
Because at first there is that one fat white woman. She's in the corner. Also, she's connected in the creative team somehow.
Okay.
But she's at like. you think you're gonna go home? Like, I mean, she's the real deal. But like, there is like, it was one of my criticisms of that first season was it was the Baltimore Police Department, but they were like, hey, where the fuck do you think you wanted to? I fucking pull my gun out, I give you a chase. Like, it's like, that doesn't sound like people from around here.
Nobody. And then by the time you get to season 3, you've heard of you?
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I love one of my favorite lines is when they're talking about like, you don't listen to DJ Ski or whatever. And, and Snoop is like, I don't listen to that 90TQ shit.
Just to play devil's advocate, back then, were Baltimore cops homegrown?
Oh, so I don't know, but they're usually at least from the area. They don't sound like they're all from Brooklyn.
It wouldn't surprise me if like a lot of them came down just for the work.
There is a connection between Baltimore, New York, and North Carolina.
Jay-Z.
I was hurting them in the home of the Terrapins.
There it is.
But what was I also going to say about The Wire? My favorite season by far is the 4th season, the one with the school system and shit with the young, like because that to me is when that show really forms itself and you get to see all of the pieces at work: the police side, the political side, the street side, the educational side. Like it's layered.
And
Joe.
I think
like Shrek we were talking about last week.
Bringing up the 4th season, I feel like that's when I came on to watching The Wire. So to watch that at that season and then to be like, well, what the hell? Who was Barksdale? Who was Stringer Bell? It made me want to go back to the first 3, and I'm just like, damn, that's how to me how tight that show is. To pull you in mid series or near the end, actually, it shows a lot. It says a lot about that.
I met a lot of them at a bar. Just because I was in the city a lot at that time, and I met him at a bar called Mick O'Shea's on Charles Street, and they were cool as fuck. They were just in there having wings and drinks, and I came in and I was like, aren't you guys from The Wire? And they were like, yep. And they like kicked it, talked about like they were planning on doing 6 seasons, and they were telling me a whole bunch of shit. Like, cool.
Love dudes like that.
Girl, you from the area or you from Philly?
I'm from DC. I just I happen to have a bunch of Philly stuff on. I'm still in mourning. It was a rough one that night. My neighbors, they come by because I got the Google lights. I can change the colors so the whole house.
He
is
really
green.
trying to flex on us.
Just a little bit. So my neighbor's a Cowboys fan, right? So my man sees me like a couple days later. He said, "Yeah, can you do me a favor?" I said, "What? Can you turn your house green again?" I said, "Fuck you." That was a rough one.
Bobby, the Philadelphia Eagles are a football team, and that's
this is during the World Cup that was just ended recently.
You got it.
Good. Yeah. It's funny because I actually really lucked out with the Super Bowl. I don't really give a shit, but I lucked out with the Super Bowl because I initially chose Philly to win because I would prefer Philly win over Kansas City because I've loved Philly and I've never fucking been to Kansas City and good chance I won't ever go.
Right.
Yeah. But at any rate, then my wife knows someone that she hates him. I hate him like by osmosis. Like,
did
I tell this already? Okay. So anyway, he loves the Eagles. So I was like, oh, well, now I'm gonna win either way. Because I want him to lose, but I want Philly to win. So if he loses, I'm happy, and if they win, I'm happy. It all works out for me. Anything else watching? Or
I was listening to your last episode, right? I know y'all talking about in-laws and stuff like that. What we were talking about, it was about religion. And I'm just picking stuff out, and I was like, they talking about in-laws. So, I just wanted to say, my mother-in-law lives with us, and she's my best friend. And
good job.
I just want her to know this, and she might not show it, but I know she loves me too. That is all.
You think she's gonna hear this?
I just want to give you a heads up. If she goes missing next week, this isn't gonna help.
That was 100% set.
Casey, how about you?
I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be around people that apparently would suck a dick to save my life.
No, I didn't say.
No,
wait. You chose the format.
You chose your answer.
I said I would perform the act, but I didn't specify which act. If you had to get, if there was a, look,
he's mumbling already. Oh, nah.
But they sound like Joe Biden in this motherfucker.
The question last week was if there was a long story short, if you had to get a dude off to save a loved one, would you do it? And the answer was, if I love somebody, I'm going to do what I got to do to save their life. I never. But he's the one thinking about the act I'm performing. I could have gone with a fucking oven mitt on and went to work. You know.
Hey, regardless, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Like, no, oven mitt jerk a dude.
I said there's plenty of people I love that would find to watch die.
Yeah,
I was like, which loved one?
That's crazy. Yeah. You guys, hey, we don't love the same. Wait till my R&B album comes out.
You don't love the same.
No, so it's a R. Kelly shit. You heard it here first. I messaged you after She-Hulk, 2 for 2 on movies since then.
All right, refresh my memory.
All right, I said that ever since She-Hulk wasn't great. But in theory, it was bad on purpose. You can make an argument that it was bad on purpose, and at the end, she crawls through the TV and checks Kevin.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And ever since then,
shit's been better.
Marvel has been like, we know
Wakanda Forever was good. Quantumania is pretty good.
So I mean, haven't been wrong yet.
Yeah, give it time.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Give it
too.
time. but you know what? That's a fair point.
Yeah.
What's next?
Guardians 3, which will probably be good also. Yeah. And then what else is this year? There's usually a third.
In the Marvels?
Yeah, I guess it's... Oh, is it Marvels?
Is it the Marvels?
Oh, yeah.
In November. They got moved from, I think, June or July to November.
And that'll be when your theory
That's
falls
on the big
apart.
screen? Yeah, that's on the big screen?
Well, I don't know. I've heard rumors that the Blue Marvel might be making an appearance, so...
I don't know what the fuck that is.
So I'll see you guys next week.
Actually, I had to Google it also.
Don't worry, Joe gonna talk about some shit you don't know either.
Jeez.
Oh,
the Blue Marvel, he's basically his powers
Never
like
seen him.
antimatter. He's probably one
Is
of
it
the most
new?
powerful superheroes. No,
Strongest and smartest superhero. I had this argument with a couple of buddies of mine.
I remember you talking about it.
We were talking about, they should redo Professor X as a black guy. And I said, no, how about we do Blue Marvel? And they were like, who is that?
Yeah, dude. And I'm all for that. I'm all for that. And,
He's amazing.
And it's also like, I'm all about being educated on some characters I don't know about, race aside. Like, I'm all about, like, it's just like when they did fucking The Guardians.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't know who they
I was
were.
like, what?
Yeah.
That
As soon as I found out the movie was coming,
not
I went.
mainstream. So it's
Yeah, I went and did some research and started reading some books to figure out who they were, and then I was like, all right, now I'm pumped. Like,
And
you know
then
what I
we were
mean?
disappointed because they wouldn't like the books.
Well, it's a dance off, dude. It's just that fucking dance off. Killing a motherfucker, like not just any motherfucker, but Ronin with the power of friendship is trash.
I need
Watch
some
anime.
Dr.
But
Doom.
one of the
shit
greatest
still, bro.
fatalities in Mortal Kombat was friendship.
That's right. Hey, good point.
But you didn't destroy anybody with it. They lived to fight another day.
True.
Yeah. But I'm all for new characters, but just when you say the Marvels, I'm thinking it's going to be like Captain Marvel and the young girl from that show, and I wasn't
Kamala
crazy about
Khan.
I wasn't crazy about either
say
one
her
of
name.
them. Say her name.
Yeah, the other Marvel, the little girl.
As long as it means I don't have to watch her show, I'd be fine.
That show was kind of trash.
Did you like Black Lightning?
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I did.
The show or the character?
The show.
Both.
I never watched. But like, you know, because I mean, it's Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic character.
He was terrific.
You could say. You could say he was aptly. You know, DC does it. DC does it pretty well, though. His Batman, he's got a bat on his chest. It's Mr. Terrific. He happens to be terrific.
That's it.
They name him aptly. Blue Beetle just looks like a blue beetle.
The Joker.
They don't overthink.
The Joker. Yeah, it's just very surface level. But I
Black
think
Manta.
Black Manta. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Aquaman. Oh shit.
But yeah, I think that like I'm all about seeing more obscure characters in general brought in. But when I think about the Marvels, I'm thinking about Captain Marvel, the film, which was average as fuck at best, and then that show, which I couldn't
It's
make
going to
it.
be the other one. Monica Rambeau is going to be the third.
Yeah, from Scarlet
Photon.
Witch TV show, the web series.
I'm not sure.
She's a black woman. You wouldn't know.
She was,
Oh wait. Black and white suit.
yeah, she was in WandaVision.
Yeah. So her I know.
Oh,
Her I
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Her
So
I
it's
know.
gonna be centered
I have
around
a
the
Marvel
three of
legend
them.
of her, sir.
Really?
Yes.
Prove it.
Hey, I'll bring it to the cookout.
Let me paint this one really quick.
I'm pleased to announce I've been sorted into Team Slytherin. Not a bit. You can hit that flex button.
Are you playing the game? Are you playing the game?
Seriously?
Wow, I want to play that.
It's the first time I've had time to. I told you one of my biggest joints is just the PS5's collecting dust, and it's like breaking my heart. But I'm finally caught up on stuff, and that was the first one I picked up. No, but that was an act,
dude, because it is like some gang shit. I saw a motherfucker getting sturdy with a fucking Harry Potter cloak on recently. I was like, man, this shit's getting out of control.
Is that game really that good? I mean,
I don't know.
It sold a lot.
I would say it's not that good. Like I thought, because I've been away from gaming for a while, and I was big on Destiny on PS4, and amongst other games. So I do know games. And then when I jumped on the PS5, I'm expecting this is the first time I'm playing a game on that system. So I'm expecting my fucking socks to be knocked off. And then this is the hottest shit, the most recent release. So I picked up Harry Potter and I put it in, and I'm like going through the tutorial, and I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for it to pick up. They teach you how to do this, and so I figured that to be a slow phase.
You picked up Harry Potter and put him in, huh?
I said put it. Oh, either way, you right. He was waiting to get me back, wasn't he? Why you holding that mic with both hands, bro?
There was no choice.
It's a big black joint. Yeah, but it's. I don't want to say it's been underwhelming, but it certainly wasn't what I thought it was.
I mean, it's brand hype. It's
it's been hyped.
I want to. So my next one's Ghost of Tsushima because I heard that.
Yes, that's.
I don't know why I pointed at you when I said that.
Maybe
I'm the racist
Spider-Man. See, it happens to the best of us.
I was using him as the gamer reference.
Okay.
Also, Joe, the Stadia. You know Stadia?
Yeah.
Did I talk about this last time?
It?
Yeah, it's gone, which is nuts because that is the future. I don't care what anybody says. Because
but no, Stadia just fucking was not promoted right.
It wasn't
just
supported.
that platform. But yes, like
somebody has to buy
cloud gaming is the next shit for sure.
So that load up time you talk about, like I had to put Harry Potter in, and then I had to let it load. You know what I mean?
You want Harry Potter's load?
Oh my god!
You heard me. You heard me.
I'm gonna take this trash out real quick. I do that at work whenever the conversations get too left. I'm like, I'm gonna go take this trash out.
So like, you must be taking that trash out a lot.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's been good, and cloud-based gaming is the future. But
it just has to be done right. Just like the first streaming services, like until YouTube, video services weren't good. Like,
right.
Somebody has to come along and do it right.
I will tell you right now, all they had to do was buy Call of Duty and put that on there. If they would have done that, then everybody makes the switch. But
it was just not done well. They did so many fuck ups.
You got that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you
The
said.
Switch.
I say no pun
everybody
intended.
made the Switch. No pun intended.
Oh,
the Switch.
Yeah. Switch is ass.
We'll get out of here.
It's ass.
Question: can you play Mario Kart on the PS5?
No.
Point made.
All right. That's the only reason anybody has to get Smash Bros.
It's not.
Mario Kart and Smash Bros.
I got a whole collection of Switch stuff.
Because you're a fucking nerd.
No shit. Nerd Rage Radio. Thank you.
God damn.
Justify my place here.
Hey, still beats PC gaming though. Am I right?
Yeah, don't fact. Yeah.
PC Master Race.
look like getting carpal tunnel syndrome.
Fuck out of here with load time. What is that?
Look, they say PC game is one step above Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, damn. You trying to kill Joey?
I'm perfectly. Hey, Joe, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, I'm perfectly.
I might not use the keyboard, but I'm on the PC
you can just play a
man.
controller. You can use Xbox controller. You can use
Yeah,
PS controller.
true.
It doesn't even fucking matter. You can put anything in it. And I can play Mario Kart because I can fucking pirate the goddamn thing.
We are on a roll today.
You just
I don't have the streaming service. That streaming service. I have a computer. I can watch any fucking thing I want. It's fine.
Dude.
I can play anything I want. I can emulate anything I want.
But is your house
PC
Google
Master
smart?
Race.
Yeah.
I'm not flexing like this. I'm not staying home.
I got 3 speakers. That's it. It ain't that serious, man.
I have a whole. Let me just get my finger on the button. I have a whole bunch of Bose speakers, but I don't know how to make them speak to each other because it's supposed to work. Like if I walk into the rooms, like the one is supposed to come on, and then the other
I saw that.
But like I don't know how to make them work and talk to each other.
You could do that.
So
shit.
I
You see what I'm talking about?
So then here, oh my god, I'm a mess with this shit. And for some reason, that's another conversation to be had real quick. And I know that most people that listen to this are kind of like in the culture, so to speak, but like people that are outside the culture, it's so frustrating to me. Because I love Batman and I've named my kids after Star Wars figures, it does not mean I know how to get your router to work.
Different kind of nerd.
Different type of nerd. We're not all the same. We're not all into the same shit.
Yeah, but you know somebody.
I mean, well, probably, but like Joe does.
Bobby knows somebody for everything, though.
That's true too, though. But like, I think that like that often gets misconstrued, and especially with this tech shit. Like, I don't know fuck about any of this shit. The fact that I can't get I when I walk into the new room and I'm trying to get the speaker to work, I go into my Bluetooth, I turn off that one. I usually can't get it to turn off, so I just shut the whole Bluetooth off and then turn it back on, reverb, then turn that one on, and like I'm a fucking mess. I'm a fucking mess. Yeah, Jane, I do ask her for help. When we play Mario Kart or watch a movie, I'll be like, Jane, get all this going. You know, like, dude, I remember a time when now that I know that sounds old, but like where you just turned on the TV and you press channel up or channel down and that was it. Now I gotta figure out like which ones I'm subscribed to. I gotta click around. I'm like,
it's so weird to me because we're like the same age.
Yeah, but I don't. There was something. You know what? I got left behind. That's not what Bush said.
Not financially.
Actually, Bush's "Leave No Child" or "No Child Left Behind" is what saved me and fucked me at the same time. Because like it made it so that I couldn't finish my degree properly. But because I didn't finish my degree properly, I landed probably where I should have landed all along. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So like, I think that like I was into TV for a bit, right? Like I knew how to, like, you press the guide and you have a look through, and these are the pay-per-view channels or what have you. And I was doing all that just great. And then I just left TV alone for like a long ass time and just was like watching movies or like not watching shit at all or listening to music or whatever. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get back into TV a bit. And then I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like I'm trying to press the TV to get the apps to open. You know what I mean? Like I'm a mess.
It's not touchscreen, Dad.
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
All right, I'll whip through because I know there's a lot of us here. I'm co-signing on your Physical 100 show that Joe was talking about.
Great.
I loved it.
God.
I absolutely loved it. I thought that I was the only one that had an affinity for it because Sexy Yama.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's
That's
great.
my dude, and I watched him in mixed martial arts. So I thought that.
Yeah.
I thought that was the only
He's
reason.
had a great comeback too. But
Mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Go figure.
What's happening here? What I missed?
He's pairing it with Sexy Yama.
Oh man, you know I had to come here and light skin this motherfucker up. I didn't know. That's crazy. That was a good one. Damn, that was the Chris joke since he's not here. Let's see. Stories of Japanese Macabre or something like that. That's on Netflix. It's an animated joint. It's like
Stop looking at Joe when you do this, man.
I watched it. I seen like 3 episodes.
He made like direct eye contact.
I'm like, dang, why you want to do that? Damn, I watched it too.
Not even displayed either.
there's things that I message you on IG with just shit for you that I know you motherfuckers wouldn't appreciate.
Especially,
How do you know? How do you know? Why you didn't even ask?
Well, we definitely like.
Well, Greg, I just met you, goddammit.
Chris and Bobby definitely that
You
shit.
should start off with, has anyone else seen this?
Yeah.
Everybody said something.
All right.
I was like, I watched like the first episode, but I was like not impressed, and I haven't continued. I want to.
Wait till the
I
third
agree.
episode is pretty good. Yeah, I watched that shit.
I don't believe you.
I wasn't sure if you're kidding or not.
Wait till the third. It picks up.
Yeah, because I love Junji Ito. He's like fucking great manga, great storyteller.
You serious? You really watch it?
No.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
I'm like,
That's
man,
what I
you
thought.
like it?
I wouldn't be surprised though because
Yeah.
you do watch some shit on the fringe.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
he
watch
does, but I
obscure
don't
shit.
feel like he don't have the time right now. He's too busy. He'll tell you on
You're
Instagram.
absolutely right.
Did you watch the whole thing? Was it good?
No, I'm only 2 episodes.
Okay,
in,
so
funny enough.
after watching the first episode, I'm like, man, this is not nearly as good. It doesn't translate well from his manga to like anime. So
Yeah, so I mean, it was
to hear it.
good enough to like. I definitely watched it when I went to sleep. But
Yeah.
I would passively watch it on like in the background.
Yeah.
Just like because I respect the dude and I respect his work.
No, I get that for sure. Like, there's plenty of shit like DVDs. I know, but that I've bought.
Not Blu-rays, DVDs.
So you know what's funny? You're not wrong, but like it's because like there's shit that I buy that I'm like same reason. I'm like I respect this guy's work. I want to have it. I want to maybe put it on passively, but I'm not all that interested in this.
Yeah.
DVD's $14.99 and Blu-ray's $30. I'd say I'm about $14.99 interested.
All looks the same on the shelf.
Yeah.
Couple more things and I'm gonna finish up.
Yeah.
I bought a DJ controller because I used to DJ back in the day.
No
DJ
shit.
Benny Nice.
No
Not
shit.
a big deal. And then, so it's
Very nice, dude. Love. That's the name of the episode.
it's a Rain Serato that should be here in about a week. I'm hyped about that. Just putting it in the basement, spinning, mixing.
You do birthday parties?
Are
or
you
something?
doing digital?
It maybe if I'm feeling it. Yeah, digital.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty much all. I'm not gonna go out and start spending my life savings on vinyl. You know what I mean?
Right.
Plus, who knows what you can find in vinyl now. But the system that I have is dope because it has a record on it. And it's basically like Techniques. It's got the needle and the record that spins, but it's translating it. Yeah. So I'm hyped about that.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love seeing people with hobbies, man.
Yeah, I see people all the time, like, getting busy on that shit, and
Yeah.
I'm like, man, like I could do it now, but I would just do it for my kids, and they would be irritated. And they wouldn't want to hear the music, I'd be like, this part. Dude, my kids do this impression of me. They're like, okay, here, what? Shh. No, wait, this part's coming up.
Yeah.
He's like, pay attention.
Yeah.
But I look at it like an instrument. Like there's a guitar that I bought that I was gonna buy or learn to play. I never touched it. It was collecting dust. I know I'll get on the ones and twos. So
You still got
sell
that
the guitar, pick up the joint.
Oh, you
yeah.
did?
Well, I'm going to.
Well, it's funny.
It's a bass.
I know.
God damn it. Fitting the stereotype.
We were talking about that. You sent me that thing of that Star Wars mix, and I sent back. Have you ever heard this guy bring the Imperial March?
And it was fire.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm gonna play it real quick in case people haven't heard it.
It's kind of what motivated me. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Here,
did
listen.
Burger King jingle too.
It's a DJ battle. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
I've heard it.
30 seconds left.
Fire. You just got a notification from StockX.
and then this. And I love
That is tough.
what I love about that the most is the dude that he's battling. You can see the smile hit his face when he does it. Like, fuck, there it goes. There goes the win for me. It's at it. See ya. No, I was just talking to my possible win. Just left the building. I love that shit.
And then the last thing and probably the biggest thing is next Wednesday I'm finally recording my pod.
Nice. Dude.
I'm
What-
excited about it.
Give a name?
KC the Kid versus.
KC the Kid versus?
Yeah, it's a bit wordy, but I don't give a fuck anymore. Dude. I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing it because I want to do it.
What's it about?
It's an MMA based podcast.
Okay.
Hence, I'm mixed. So, I'm gonna do. I decided I was gonna do weekly when I initially thought about it, but I see.
You
how
should have
much
gone all mixed up.
Right down.
They call it double
Right
entendre.
yeah, because I don't plan on just focusing on those things. It's gonna be
that's
all
how
around.
I'm thinking.
Dude, I'm with you, man. This is why I'm here. You know what I mean? This is why I'm here.
I'm just full of the creative juices flowing. You know what I mean?
Yikes. Oh, I almost sent you some. It's not for the pod. It's fine. But that's it. Yeah, I'm happy. Everything's rocking. Oh, and I got the publisher for the book. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. That'll be probably 2-3 months done.
That's crazy.
I'm excited for it.
Good.
Yeah.
Make sure you come back and
I'm gonna plug all that.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
you worry.
yeah,
Got a book coming out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not
Anyway, so yeah.
He didn't ask you what your nerd week was.
the king of Pasaconda is here. Evan, how are you, sir? First, let me say how proud I am that so far you have stayed true to your word. And this is early. This is relatively early March, so you got slack time for April.
I do, don't I?
Yeah.
Look, I'll be gone in April, so let's see what I can do. I'm actually organizing a vacation right now.
For a whole month? That's February.
Where are you going?
I know. Well, it never stops.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. Exactly. Exactly.
Where are you going?
I don't know. We're deciding between Jamaica, Aruba, Antigua, or St. Thomas.
Ooh, I wanna take
Oh, wrong one. My bad.
Aruba, Jamaica.
Ooh, I wanna
You just listen to the song. Like, choose one of these.
Kokomo is where we're going.
Everybody knows.
Family trip.
Yeah.
Nice.
I ain't
Solo
bringing the
trip,
kids
family
nowhere.
trip, couples trip. Trying to do one of those every year,
Oh yeah.
Oh, great.
at least. So
Yeah.
Wow.
What couple?
Huh?
Do I know the couple?
Just me and my wife.
Oh, I thought you were going with a couple. Oh, just a chick. Oh, you two. I thought you meant. No, I thought you.
You okay with that? That's what's up.
Which girl you bringing?
No, I thought he meant like like
Fuck him up.
like Laura and I were going with Joe and Krista.
Sure you was. I was
That's
about
what
to
I
take
meant.
notes too, so I can tell my wife. So all I gotta do is what?
So no kids.
Nah, man. I laughed so hard I got a cramp.
All that working out.
I know.
That's the problem.
Damn, yeah. Leave that shit alone, man.
So we got a wedding to attend in September. So it's in Mexico. So that might be our couple trip.
Oh, okay.
But we're trying to go to Hawaii in early June. But I gotta be in New Orleans that week. So it's
Damn,
timing.
man, traveler, dude.
Yeah.
Are you a Mason, man? Are you a Mason?
I'm something like that.
Yeah, because I know they travel. They're the travelers.
Well, yeah. Well, no. I was about to make
you
a joke,
need
but
to stretch?
Yeah, I'm trying.
You trying to stretch it out? Trying to air hump the microphone.
You got hurt here, bro? Like that ab right there, like
I'm about to bring out some dollar bills. I thought it was
He doing the body roll.
pushing it back in too. I'm like, yeah.
All right. This episode.
You got a mesh. Wild 2
Trying to get your
days.
shit pushed in. I'm do this.
So
That
you
way I
say
can-
you going?
Yeah.
You say you going to Mexico?
Yeah.
Can we talk about it today?
You
those-
heard about that?
Yeah, I
those
mean,
folks.
as long as it's not category, was it level 4?
I don't know, but yeah, this
That was
is
some
until
bullshit.
September, so we're gonna see how that shakes out.
Crazy out
The
there.
government trying to say mistaken identity for a game. I'm like, nah, you're covering up. They want the tourism to keep coming.
Oh, for
Yeah, of
sure.
course.
yeah, ain't no way that was mistaken
Dude,
identity. They don't look like nobody out
Those
there.
cartels
Sad, man.
don't fuck around, bro.
Exactly.
Like they're more dangerous than the gangs were at the height of the 80s and 90s or the mafia was in the 70s. Like they are insanely ruthless.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow,
like
remember-
I was watching some documentary and it had this family. They grew avocados, and apparently, like if you buy avocados, there's like a list of
You're supporting
the cartels. There's like unless they're not from Mexico,
fuck, it's
there's like no
delicious.
way around it.
I think they call aguacatos in Spanish.
Yo.
I just learned that last night. So.
How you cut his mic off? Which button is it?
Hey, if you go in some other Spanish-speaking countries, it's paltos.
Oh boy, I'm gonna get Gomez up here to back
Depends
check
on
all
who
this.
colonized. Depends on who colonized.
Hey, look, I know how you official. Anytime somebody make a statement, all you gotta say is Google me. Google it.
Yeah.
Or if you put a decimal in there when you're doing your percentages,
Right.
It's 8.5% probability. They know you're not lying.
Double combo. Google it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Google it. Yeah, there you go.
But they basically said like they have to whatever there's a quota, right? And the cartels expect like I'm making up the numbers arbitrarily, but like you're to have 30 pounds of avocados every Friday in this fucking basket, and if they're not there, like okay, you have 1 week grace, and next week if you were down 5, you got to have 35. So 35 for next week to make up for the previous week plus be on track for this week. If that's not there, one family member goes.
Damn.
Next week, another family member goes. Next week, and the problem with, I mean, aside from like the horror of having your family just,
Bobby will do it. He'll put some oven mitts on.
you think you just got a hernia or something?
And then DC would call him
Sounds like a
Dusty.
hernia, bro.
Hey, look,
Like
I'm sitting
Krista
here
just got a
trying to
hernia
get-
surgery, bro.
I'm trying to
get
get
that fixed.
educated on
Feels like muscle to
avocados.
me, but
Well, obviously.
but I felt like there was no way I could come out of that okay.
No.
by the way.
But then
No.
it felt like tight.
Yeah.
That's why I was.
Yeah.
But hernia though.
But anyway,
They got checked out.
and not only is it horrible that you just lost a family member and the pain and agony and grieving and all of that, but I mean this is a cold fact. But now your workforce is also down one person, but the quota has to be maintained. And if you were short 8 pounds, now it's 38 pounds of avocados you got to have the next week, and on until the whole family's dead and they own the whole farm.
Damn.
Wow.
Like the goal is really not for you to be successful.
No, yeah.
And you talk about the cartel.
Yeah. You know, like they're just fucking ruthless. You know, and that's not me speaking, by the way, if you're listening to this and you're affiliated. that's me. That's just me regurgitating information.
They writing down on the list. Bubby. Scotty face.
Hell yeah.
It turned into Russians too.
Hell no.
Yeah, that was
you
a
okay?
terrible
That was a terrible Hispanic accent.
Bubby Scotty face. Like, where these Mexicans from?
These old Ukrainian Mexicans.
Dude, I had Gomez call me recently. He's got a story to tell, and I'm gonna let him tell it. It's not my story, but
Speak his truth.
he was drunk as fuck, and he said my name probably 30 times in 10 seconds. Like, you remember, like, in the 80s, and they were like, God. That's my name, don't wear it out. That's what I wanted to, I'd be like, hey, man, you might wear this motherfucker out. Bobby, no, listen, Bobby, no, Bobby, listen, Bobby,
Listen, Bubby. He was saying Poppy, but he was drunk. Listen, Bubby, listen.
He was wearing, I wish I had it recorded. Anyway.
So what was I I didn't even start my note.
You were talking about your vacation. That's how
we're scheduling that, and it's because for the family one, we're gonna take my mom.
Oh, nice.
She's never been out the country. She's just putting in for her passport, so we say we'll treat her to a vacation. It's just a matter of finding where to go. We're thinking Jamaica, even though I'm not tired of Jamaica, but I've been so many times. It's like one of those things.
Dude,
I'm not even.
I love my friends when they talk about how much money they have.
So
talk about my Google.
So
but
what
you go
it
to Jamaica,
is
like
if
too many times.
we bring our Google speakers to Jamaica.
He's getting tired of Jamaica. I'm tired of King's Dominion.
Right.
Seems to me, I'm tired of Six Flags.
Six Flags, dog. I don't even get in the wave pool no more. I ain't trying to catch nothing.
It's always a good fight there, though. So
That's
It's
Yeah.
a roller star. Heavy on the stabbiness.
yeah. Exactly.
Motherfuckers go there and just hate roller coasters. That's how their face looks.
yeah.
Like, man, I hate roller coasters so much. I can't wait to stab a motherfucker.
Let me get kicked out of here.
What I gotta do to get out? I ain't going back to Six Flags.
I'd rather go to jail.
So that's that. That's the fun part. Like I said, with the Hawaii thing, I don't know. She's going. I just don't know if I'll be able to swing it. But what else? Nerd Week wise, I got a figure in. It was a Loki figure. I haven't opened it yet.
No kidding. Hot Toys?
Yeah.
Is it
was
like
Endgame one? But it's the old school helmet and all that stuff. Yeah, all that shit. I just haven't had a chance to open it yet.
You'll be happy to know that I got a Falcon Hot Toys.
Why would you be happy to know?
I know you have mixed feelings. I know you have mixed feelings.
He didn't want Anthony Mack on the shelf. He said that before.
Yeah, but then he changed his tune.
I did change my tune.
Exactly.
I said, is it the one that I said I'm gonna get?
No, I got the Civil War one.
Why you beefing with Papa Doc?
Yeah,
What's wrong with Papa Doc?
Because his name is Clarence, and Clarence has really good parents. Clarence's parents have a really good marriage.
Yeah, man, you can't hate on Papa Doc.
Now, I didn't like him until he started coming into until he got into the Captain America role.
Okay.
I didn't want to see this black brother working for the man. I wanted him to see him be the man. He is Captain America, not Captain America's sidekick. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah,
I'd rather seen old man Elijah Bradley. You remember when he got mad?
he was
He was
a
like,
G.
get out my
He
house.
was a G.
Boom. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think they're gonna bring him back for New World Order.
They need to.
Yeah, I believe him and
That's a good
his
character.
grandson.
Because that would have been the grandson's Patriot, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So as he established a Young Avengers, that's kind of where that's going. But I think I like Falcon's. I think I said his costume, his outfit or whatever, as Captain America more so than as Falcon, because it looked just too plain as
it does.
Falcon.
It looks more tactical.
Yep.
It looks more military. But I kind of dig that though. I have my shelf now done. It's Cap at the front, flanked by Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's like one of my favorite because that's like my.
I'm still searching for the original Winter Soldier one because those sold out and they're hard to find. But ideally, I'll have Captain America, Steve Rogers, Winter Soldier, and Captain America, Falcon. Anthony Mackie. Yeah. And no, his name is Sam Wilson. I'm sorry.
Captain America. Papa Doc.
Captain America, Anthony Mackie. Can't imagine.
It works.
I messed that up. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's what I want my shelf to look like.
So I'll tell you, mine came in the mail. We got it off eBay for a decent price. I didn't think it was going to come because it was a little delayed on the shipping, and I was like, oh, of course. The one time I get something at like cheaper than fucking retail.
I wonder why it was cheaper.
So listen. Let me.
His face when he said that. His face was so serious. I wonder why
he always plays his game. I got it. Let me tell you, I got it for $183. It retailed at like $215.
Yeah, so you got about 3/5 of what he was worth.
You ain't gonna rip this.
Damn, you dug that hole. Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted him here every month, bro. Get ready. Fucking get ready.
But every other listing for him is between $500 and $600.
Have you noticed a lot more eBay Hot Toys listings are going down? Or is it just me? Because I look every now and again, but a lot of prices are getting reasonable.
Times is hard, bro.
Yeah, I mean, collection, like, as COVID goes away, collections going cheaper.
Yeah.
A lot of shit's getting reissued.
Yep,
You know, like there's a new Bane coming out. There's a new Batman coming out. There's a new, even a new Heath Ledger.
Whoa.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna need a rubber band on my wrist today. A new Heath Ledger Joker is coming out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So like, I think that's part of it, right? It kills the.
Sometimes you got to wait it out.
So like, for instance, I mean, the '89 Batman.
You waited for a long time.
Patience saves pockets, right?
I was about to just say
Chris always says, but
true
like
words right there.
The '89 Batman, I've been blanking it forever, and I was just about to pull the trigger on one for about $550. And next thing I knew, the fucking re-release got put up for pre-order. So I got it for $275, and then as soon as that happens, it's not initially because the people on eBay are expecting that you're not up on shit, but you know, after like 6 months or so, you'll see the fucking price start to plummet. You know,
yeah. But yeah, the Loki thing I got in. I've been trying to play my PS5 too. I'm doing Gotham Knights right now. I just beat it, but I want to go back and do the side quests and shit. And I'm trying to do God of War Ragnarok.
I thought you had
Think about it.
Gotham Knights.
Yeah,
it's fine. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I'm sorry. It was decent. But you're always gonna have your favorite. You got 4 people to choose from. Of course, I'm using Grayson. I was about to say I'm using Dick. But
his whole name right there. Well, we call him on the street Nightwing.
Yeah, Nightwing. Yeah,
he wanted to go with the real name.
I'm all about that.
Hey, bro, what episode is this today?
I'm using Nightwing. I tried using the other ones, but it's like his stats are more well rounded over everybody. But I liked it. It was a decent game.
That's true to form, also.
It is
exactly.
That's my dude, man.
Yeah.
You know, Jason Todd. You think but he's the heavy. He's a muscle.
He's also emotional.
Slower.
Yeah, emotional.
Yeah. So it's
you talking about the game?
I don't know.
Emotional is a stat.
It's both though.
Freaking nerd.
You guys are ready for the fucking 2 shades in this motherfucker.
But it's a good game. And I'm trying to start God of War, but you kind of really have to ready yourself for something like that because that's a whole
journey.
It's a commitment. Yeah, exactly. So I have to finish school and all that stuff first, and that's.
As my Switch friend, I still have not gotten into Breath of the Wild, the Zelda game.
Okay, I will give you credit for that. That is a fire fucking
I want to get that. I'm gonna get that
just because I'm like, I don't have the commitment. And I know this is 2 to 4 weeks of my life just focusing on one thing. And I don't know when that opportunity is.
That's why I got away from Destiny. Destiny is a second job. Like, because, okay, let's just say you want to do the story. You still got to get your light level up, which is a grind. And they know that. They know it's time consuming. That's why I was cool with Harry Potter.
They allow you to pay for that nowadays.
Oh, yeah,
how gracious. Hey, spend 20 hours or $20. What do you want?
Yeah.
How gracious of them.
Yeah, I'll spend that $20 in a heartbeat, man.
Dude. Talk that money.
I'm saying.
My time is in Jamaica.
My time is worth something.
Same. But I just watch people play nowadays. Because this games are such a commitment. I just fucking eat dinner and watch Let's Plays.
You can enjoy it just as much like sitting there and watch somebody.
I'll play maybe like 2 games a year. Otherwise, if I really want the story of a game, I just fucking watch somebody play it.
That's how I was with Injustice. I didn't really play Injustice, but I watched all the cutscenes and all the stories.
Exactly. Yeah. I love Gamatics. Yeah, when people cut that shit together into one story,
I love it.
Talking about that, I feel like that was the laziest thing that they could have ever did for Mortal Kombat and Injustice, to put the automatic to let you play it out.
Yeah.
Because there was costumes I was wanting for certain characters, but I'm like, I'm never going to want to learn how to use this. So I'll put that joint on automatic and let them run through it. And I'll be like, okay, I got the costume.
You're not even playing the game anymore at this point.
Yeah, apparently it's cheat codes for everything, right?
Yep.
I wish there was more like I don't know, like I think about it because like I probably haven't gotten really nasty at a game since Mortal Kombat 2, 3 because I would go to the arcade and play with people all the time.
Yeah.
But like I get like all the additional Mortal Kombats that I love and I love to play and I think they're fun, but I end up like playing them for like a couple hours and then just shelving it, because like if you're not playing with friends like and consistently playing with, like that really is the fun of those games. Or if you're really like into the online shit, then you can get the same thing but from online. But just playing the computer and shit, like, and my kids don't really want to play.
That's how I am with the Capcom games. I got Capcom Fighting Collection a couple months ago, and I played it maybe once.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's different. You have to have a group of people that you like. Street Fighter is one of those things you have to play with your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
The online folks are just wild about that shit.
I love it too.
Weird.
Yep. But
I mean, online it's okay if you just want good matches, but you can also play with friends online if you have a headset, which is fine. But like PlayStation, well, on a computer is fine because computer's cool. But on a PlayStation and an Xbox, they make you pay for online services. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay to play online when I can just fucking on a computer.
Yeah, I agree. Otherwise, I didn't have. I was watching shows. Last of Us, BMF.
You play the game though?
So
about that.
No, I have never played the game.
Yeah, you tell me I want to play games.
So I watched Last of Us also.
How many more episodes of this shit?
That was a good episode.
Last one.
This one that just came out.
Bad. Not bad. You know what I mean?
Run DMC way.
I asked this at work before this episode came out, so it was like perfect. We come up with stupid ass questions at work.
Yeah.
You're a starving actor. Do you take the role of a rapist?
100%.
Pedo?
100%.
I couldn't do it, bro.
100%. It's a role.
It's a role. Yeah. It's like the people who go ahead and get their headshots put on herpes medication. And it's like, it's just a role, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, man, specific.
Yeah, it was.
How much did you get paid for that?
$500.
It's just like you had to play that character, and like he played the shit out of that character.
Dog.
Nasty.
Yeah.
I got those vibes early, and I was like, am I the only one picking up on this? And then at the end, I was like, I was right. I wish I wasn't right, but I was right.
I would think the only problem with that be you be too good at your role. You meet somebody in real life. You remember Low Down Dirty Shane?
That's
what I'm saying. You're forever that person in my head, bro. Especially, I can't stand that shit, bro. Like I see people and I hate that motherfucker for life.
For the
I
role
saw
play?
a guy in Orange is the New, for real, and I'm sure if I met them, they'd be like,
who's the character you ever hated the most?
so mine's a little off, but it's
Mr. Rogers or some shit.
There was a guy that was a security guard in Orange is the New Black, the big dude with the beard.
I know you're talking about.
And then he played, I can't even remember the show or the movie. Oh no, it was in Orange is the New Black. No, I don't know. He played in another show where he was molesting his niece, and that's the one I think of when I ask that question. I hate that dude, and I'm able to recognize that he's acting. He probably would never do that, but it's just hard for me to see him, and I fucking can't.
He played the hell out of the role though,
right? Right. But until if you're such a good actor, do a good one. So that, you know what I mean? That's gonna make me feel like, he ain't so bad.
Hey, look, he know what his wheelhouse is.
Yeah, maybe okay. Let's talk about that. Maybe you're just good at playing that role. Now I gotta look at you. Motherfucker, you better practice it.
You don't play basketball coach or nothing?
We ain't talking about the game. We talking about practice, man.
Damn, you need some headphones, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I have an extra pair, but you got to put them in your ears. It's been in other people's ears.
I'm looking
that's just disrespectful.
I'm like, yeah, they laughing. What the hell?
But like, for me, it's I might get the name wrong because I'm not good with names, but I think it was Ramsey from
Chef Gordon Ramsay.
No. I think I got the name wrong. But it's from Game of Thrones, the one that was married to Sansa Stark.
Sansa?
And raped her, and then
I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. Prick he cut the.
He cut his dude's dick. But he did rape Sansa. He was bad. He was like bad.
Dude, that dude, because I hated Joffrey. And I was thinking to myself, like, I hate this motherfucker more than anybody I've ever hated in my fucking life. And then that dude showed up, and I was like, nope, I hate him more.
Worse than Joffrey.
Right. But that's a good example. Like, do I want those roles? I'm like, man, I don't want to walk around and have people throwing tomatoes at me and shit.
Because
that happened to Joffrey.
It happens in real life.
Yeah,
like that people
get shit thrown at him.
Yeah, that's not fair. I mean, fucking
people are fucking wild. They
I would never do that shit.
So is Jake Lloyd, but I don't think it's because they hated Anakin.
Is that a Star Wars joke?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So
fucking nerd.
Comes full circle.
So the kid that played Anakin in episode 1.
Yes. Okay.
And Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader. Spoilers.
Got it.
But like, I know that much. A very beloved character, very important character to it. Everybody wants to know, and like they fucking hated this kid.
Yeah.
And they like, this kid's like 10 years old. And like people would try to like, hey, fuck you. Fucking ruin it, you know what I mean? A child.
Come outside, bitch.
You know, like, we ain't gonna jump you.
We just want to talk.
So ridiculous, man. Anyway, so Last of Us, though, I did enjoy that episode. The whole like cult religious thing, the fact that they were, and like, here's a question I got about that episode, because the spoilers, they were eating their dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
I mean,
Go ahead.
is that all that monstrous?
No.
No,
I mean, it's monstrous when you're killing the people to eat them. Though.
Yes, yes, but that's not what they were doing.
You don't think so?
No. Now I think that had no wait. All right, hold on. They definitely were going to kill the girl, Ellie and Joel. Or they were definitely going to kill them and definitely eat them, and that is monstrous.
Correct.
But I think those people that they had hung up, I think that those people were just dead.
I don't know because if you look, I'm sorry. If you look at how Joel dived right in to hold her down and kill her, that ain't his first rodeo on killing somebody on that butcher block.
Yeah.
True. And maybe. Don't forget too when Ellie killed, Ellie's, what's the dude's name?
Joel.
When Joel killed the dude in the village that they was upset about in the first place, they weren't looking for supplies. They was looking to kill people. Mm-hmm. So they were hunting people or whatever came up.
They were out there ready because they attacked him.
Yeah.
Well, let me reformat my question. Because I do think that killing people to eat them is monstrous. Yeah. But I don't think that eating dead people to stay alive or feed a village is monstrous.
No, I mean, it's been done. Like,
yeah. I mean, alive, right?
Yes.
Like the airplane people.
The Dahmer party. The Dahmers did that. Not Dahmers. They did that. Donner. The Donner did do that. You know, Freudian slip on that one.
I was like, yes.
I mean, they had certain similarities.
Fall into the former.
Wink, wink.
But no, like that soccer team or whatever.
Yeah.
That like crashed and then like they ended up eating the dude's butt cheeks or whatever.
Is that where you start?
Yeah, that's where you start. I was like, no, hell no. I was like, where are you gonna start? I mean, I don't want to have this conversation.
Bobby gonna put on his oven mitts.
What did you say in the beginning?
And his DC name would be Deathstroke.
You do it for
Oh man!
All right, I'm changing the name of the title. But yeah, I like all right. So if I had to eat a person, so to speak,
I forgot that's what we was on.
If I had to, I'm probably gonna start with the quad.
Really?
You know, it's a big muscle. So
probably kind of gamey though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough.
Well, I mean,
butt meat is softer.
Yeah, but it's fatty. It's fat.
I'm just trying to survive. Calories.
Right, but I don't like the taste of fat. Like,
I thought you were about to say I don't like the taste of butt meat.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't like how booty.
So I've never had a romp roast. You know, so I mean, I would guess the muscle in the back is the best tasting muscle. It's the most tender. That's where the tender
You're gonna get a weird writer. He's gonna write in and be like, actually,
hey, we have a question from Anonymous.
About your last episode. No, actually, I've tried it before.
I've had his liver with a nice Chianti.
But I do feel like oh, dude, I love that part. It was like, that sounds like something so and so would say. And he'd be like, not anymore. The bicep, like the the shoulder.
You're picking a lot of muscular parts.
Yeah, because that's like that's
you want the protein.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. That would hold you over in times of need, though.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the muscular parts is what you like. What I enjoy off of like a steak.
That's true.
What's the last piece?
Get to the nitty gritty. What's the last right?
Fillet that bad boy up.
The sack.
Some buns in here.
No, you can't. You gotta cut it up.
Well, hopefully, I got some dogs to help me hunt. And I'll feed that part to the dogs.
It's either calamari or dick, dog. Which one is it? You eating that butthole?
What?
Or you eating that motherfucking dick last? I'm asking Evan.
Which one?
It's the booty hole.
If I'm being honest,
like calamari.
I mean, I eat booty hole right now.
I'd probably eat the dick last.
I'd probably eat the dick last.
Hey, mark it. Please, because I'm putting that shit as my ringtone.
Hey, meat is meat, man. You gonna if it's to survive?
Yo.
Hey, big time. Meat is meat.
Like, if it's life or death, y'all can starve if you want to. I'm gonna live to tell the story. But I'm not gonna tell the story.
Bobby died so insecure.
Sure was tasty though.
Anyway, but yeah, there was a great episode. Last of
it
Us.
was.
And you're watching BMF, and which I would like to watch, but I don't have stars. And how are you liking that?
I like BMF. It's good. It's good. It reminds me. I'm waiting for Power to come back on.
50's killing it in the fucking TV
Is
space.
Stars that stingy? You can't share his joint and have him create a profile?
Maybe. I have never tried it.
Because I do that with HBO. My dad's on there. He got a profile. He's at a different. He's in Bowie. Well, shit, was
So with your hair,
Yeah,
man.
that's fine.
I just took my hat off.
Put it back on. So yeah, but no.
You gonna make hair jokes?
Yes.
You gonna make hair jokes?
Yep.
If you
Look like a newborn baby.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, Evan, before you leave, you would just colonize my TV on the way out.
I'm gonna see if I can do it.
All right.
Yeah. BMF is good. Otherwise, I've really been busy with like literally it's just school shit. My one class ended yesterday, and I got another one that I got 5-6 more weeks, and then I'm taking a weekend class for something else, and I'm trying to test out of a couple other classes.
Why you trying to skip over what that weekend class was for?
What?
What's the weekend class?
It's
Real estate in Jamaica.
yeah, I know. It's a FEMA stuff. FEMA thing. It's supposed to be a 15-hour class, but they're stretching over
I
the
thought it
course
was
of
gonna
3
be like
weekends.
salsa lessons. And you ain't want to talk about it or something.
No, if it was salsa lessons, I would let everybody know that shit.
Dude, I remember speaking to Chris Rock, but he was like, you know, it's crazy. He's like, you'll celebrate somebody coming home from jail, but you never celebrate somebody coming home from school. And it was like, so and so did 10 years. He's coming home today. Man, let's throw that motherfucker a party.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, dude, so and so's coming back from his senior year at Towson this month. Fuck him.
Got a job?
Calvin's got a job.
Hey, I got a question for you, smart guy, since you so fucking smart. Can you kick my ass?
That's the truth, ain't it?
It is.
Damn truth.
Well, let me move on to Joe. Joe, how was your night?
Yeah, let's
I ain't
go.
been doing shit lately, man.
No.
Like, fucking One Piece. I got back on One Piece, which means I'm never watching fucking anything for the
fucked up.
next. I don't know
Yeah,
how
you
fucking long.
fucked
I'm
up.
on episode 830 something. I'm almost caught up because it's episode 1000 right now, probably somewhere around there.
Your tone doesn't suggest it's been worth it.
No, it's great. I love it. I love it. It's just so much of a commitment. So like I watched like an arc at a time, but an arc is like 200 episodes. So once I get into it, I get emotionally invested and now to take a break.
Yeah.
But then it also means like I'm not doing anything else. I'm not watching anything else. But I will watch. I'm going to watch the Chris Rock shit tonight or today, and then when Last of Us finished, definitely get on that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Mandalorian, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I'll get
No
there.
one talk about that, but I will watch it when it's over.
That's why I thought Joel was gonna die. I was like, he got to go escort another baby around.
Are you watching Mandalorian? Or as I like to call it, the Mid-DeLorean?
No, I haven't. I didn't know that the new season has started already.
Last
so
week,
no,
right?
I have not.
I'm 2 episodes in.
How many are dropped? Did they drop a bunch at the same time?
No,
That's why I'm not watching it.
Okay.
Like, I don't do
that's
that
your
shit.
thing, yeah.
I wish they dropped less, to be honest with you.
Damn.
Second
that bad?
episode, no better.
Dude, I just don't like the show. I just don't like it.
I think
I just
can
think it's a
appreciate
bad
it for
show.
what it is.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I feel slighted and so that was condescending as fuck, bro. That was condescending as fuck.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
What in you?
And I don't mean it that way. But I do know that my expectations for things and what I want out of things is usually this can sound awful too, but it's usually at a higher frequency than what most people are willing to accept.
All right, King, speak your truth.
Just saying.
Fucking Monster Hunter, this game I've been playing mostly, but also started playing We Were Here Together with Krista. It's a computer game, so y'all might not know about it. Y'all can't
Number
access
munchers.
it. No.
Number munchers.
Number munchers.
Oregon Trail.
It's an interesting setup. I like it. It's a puzzles, 2 people's puzzles game. You each play a character at like different branch of the same adventure, but in order to get puzzles done, you have to like talk to each other on headsets and figure out. You have each other's information, and the puzzle gets progressively harder. And I like fucking puzzles.
So you got to talk to your spouse while you're playing the game
couples
too.
game, huh? Yeah, I play it too.
Yeah,
It's called marriage. God, baby, we gotta pay these bills. I know it seems complicated, but we gonna get it together.
Trying to figure this puzzle out called Where We Gonna Eat for Dinner.
Baby, is it sex tonight? This is complicated. But
Let's solve this puzzle.
And the final boss is trying to make her come.
I know.
You've never been in that game.
I know where this piece goes.
I mean, I've seen people play it before, and it's been a problem because they start getting mad at each other.
Yeah.
Because you rely on each other for the shit, and you're not in person, right? Because you're playing on a computer. It's like she's upstairs, I'm downstairs.
Yeah,
Love it.
We've been playing fine, but yeah, you can see people get frustrated, and it's funny to watch.
right.
If you have good communication with your partner, I assume it's it's
Or you don't get in your feels about bullshit like a game, but people fucking rage about games, maybe throwing controllers. I mean, I used to throw a controller when I was younger.
I've thrown a controller before.
The fucking Sega Genesis is a perfect boomerang. That shit was
it's
meant
true.
to be thrown.
It's true.
But yeah, so playing that and started drinking again.
What?
Yeah, I started drinking again.
Congratulations.
Yes, question mark.
I stole this motherfucker apart.
Is that a flex? Or
Did you go with the bourbon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been, well, last time I drank was 2010, which was it was not a good event. I ended up drinking because I needed a drink. But before that, it was like early 2000s.
Wow.
But now I'm drinking because like, let's see if I can fucking handle this at my 40s and enjoy a drink. And
Your palate might have changed. Well, definitely
I
changed.
still love bourbon.
Really?
Yes, I haven't had other drinks. I had a sip of a mojito like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, that tastes good. And I don't feel a way about it. I don't feel like it's gotten me. So like, you know what I mean? I mean, that was the problem.
Somebody get the oven mitts.
That's why.
It's funny because Joe looks like an alcoholic, like with the bathrobe and shit, walking through the neighborhood.
Yeah, with pajama pants, flip flops, right?
Yeah.
You were
wild ass hair.
just missing a bottle of bourbon.
Yeah. That
Next
completes
time
it
I come
now.
over, I might have the bottle of bourbon.
And you need to like walk a small mangy dog.
I'll just walk my cat. It was fine. There's more unhinged that way if I'm walking my cat.
It's awesome.
But yeah,
You going top shelf whiskey?
I had 4 roses.
I don't know.
It's okay.
Is that high? It's okay, you said?
No. I mean, like, I don't think it's not super expensive or nothing, but like, it's not like
Trash.
cheap shit. Yeah. It tastes good. I had like a double the first night. I was just gauging how I feel about things. I'm like, this feels good. I already have a buzz. My tolerance is shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I don't have, because the problem was I quit because I was fucking doing too much. But I feel fine. So like I had
life is
a couple nights ago, just a shot before bed as a nightcap.
it helps you take the little jacket of life off, man.
Yeah.
But
Just
you
like,
gotta keep that shit in check though.
For sure.
In moderation.
I mean, I'm pretty good with that nowadays because, like, a few weeks ago, like I'd smoked 13 cigarettes out of 20. I threw the other 7 away. Like,
I didn't know that.
yeah, I used to be a big smoker too, but I was like, I
Guess what kind?
Virginia Slims.
Marlboro Light. Come on, man.
y'all can't see me. I'm doing the Asian squat right now. just like that.
That's so
On a curb, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just needed something to take the edge off, and I'm like, I'm in control of myself. I'm doing this, and I can throw it away anytime I want, and yeah that's it. But it feels good. I'm not going to go back to like drinking beers at parties and stuff because that's just to party, and that's what got me in trouble. But I do enjoy cocktails and liquor, so
Yeah, I mean,
I'd love to see
I'll allow
Ranger
myself to
Joe.
do it.
Me too. Me too.
It's either really good or really bad. The really bad part is why I gotta quit.
That's what we create our own superhero team called the Avengers.
I thought he said Avengers. I was like, me?
No.
Yeah. Got it.
But that's it.
All right, I got a few here.
Is Rolling Loud in there? Do you talk about Rolling Loud?
I have not, but we can.
It's real quick.
Yeah.
I saw snippets of the highlights of the performance, and I wanted to get your take because I was super like, where the fuck are we right now? Like,
So I think music is in an experimental place. Like Playboy Cardi, for instance, right? Like I'm not a fan. But the fact that like hip hop R&B fans are like running out of the arena talking about he needs Jesus, I dig that.
two different perspectives.
You know, Bobby's like that.
Let me go. I can't wait to go to a concert so that I'm so appalled that I leave.
Yeah, so I think that, so hip hop basically is what music is now, and there are just variations of it. A lot of alternative music sounds like hip hop. A lot of R&B music sounds like hip hop. A lot of country music sounds like hip hop, and then there's hip hop, and hip hop has the most variation within it. And I think that for a long time, hip hop became a very safe form of music. like coming out of minivans and stuff, and and I think it started around the kind of apple bottom jeans, boots with the furs era, and then it went through the Drake era, and then even a little bit to today. But I feel like it's starting to become dangerous again, and it's becoming dangerous in different ways. But I like that music remaining dangerous. I do think that like hip hop has more in common with punk rock than it does with R&B. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's about the edge of young people and the rebellion of young people and saying fuck everything, you know, until they figure themselves out and then they become less interesting.
Like, what do they have to be mad about, man? It's like,
I mean, dude, you can't judge what, like I say this about my kids all the time, right? My kids have had it easy as fuck. Mm-hmm. They still find shit to get mad about.
I mean, do you remember being that age? I always say try to like put your brain back to your
wait, what was
selective outrage? So would you say it's selective outrage?
Yeah,
nice.
But like, yeah, I mean, I can easily put because like I guess because I don't have kids and stuff, I still kind of live with like fucking a 20s or 30-year-old kind of life, but I can easily put my brain back to when I was 14, a 14-year-old idiot, right? Who now I would judge and be like, you're fucking stupid. But I remember how I felt then. Mm-hmm. As uncalled for or wrong as it was, I felt it. You know?
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, they're just expressing how they feel.
You know, my daughter, 14 years old, will, not all the time, but at times, catch an attitude because she had to get up in the morning, make her own breakfast, walk to school, a blue ribbon school that we fucking busted our ass to put her in the position of.
I thought it was like cows. What's
walk
blue ribbon?
Home, and she has to clean the fucking dishwasher, empty the dishwasher, and she'll catch an attitude. That's fucked. Her day is fucked. You know, and is it bullshit? Of course it's fucking bullshit. And I'm going to be right there to remind her it's bullshit. But it doesn't, but like at the same time, I'll go back and after I'll be like, and another thing, you know, and I'll go downstairs and I'll be like, the worst thing about my daughter's life is that she had to empty a dishwasher. It makes me feel good. You know what I mean? Like, so like, and not that I don't want her to have adversity that she has to overcome, because I do, but you know, I don't want her to have what I had to.
No, I feel that.
You know, but like I think that like stuff like Playboy Cardi and you know, with him painting his face and saying, screaming like a demon and all this shit, and you know, people running out because they're afraid that Satan was present in the, you know, like I don't like Playboy Cardi's music at all, but I like that. I like the fact that I like music to scare. You know, I think it should scare people to an extent. You know, like that type of music. Anyway,
music in general, or hip hop music.
Yeah, well, not music in general, because like R&B music, I don't necessarily want to scare anybody.
Hey, but like Chris Brown.
But you know, like, but I think like you know, I think back to like my golden era of being a teenager, and like you know, Mobb Deep was scary. You know, fucking 9 Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, DMX, like these were people that talked about horrible things at times. And you know, it was my parents, specifically my father, but this is separate, like my grandpa, but like would have never found that acceptable. You know, and I think that there's something about that. Like,
I think grandpa now.
I think that like kids should have that music that like the older people find repulsive. You know, I think it's important. You know, and I'm happy because I do like a lot of this. Like, I like a lot of the drill shit, you know, and I like
what?
I know. Bow, bow, bow. That's me in the car on the way to work. That's that funky chopper sound.
He's referring to a gun, typically automatic.
It's got a good little rhythm to it, doesn't it? But like, you know, like I'm most disappointed like in rock music. Like I feel like there's nothing there that is like that has teeth to it anymore. It's like they just fucking grinded them down till they're just fucking flat, you know. And I think they like the boy Drake did that for a while with hip hop, where he was at the leading tip of the spear. He's still a huge megastar, don't get me wrong, but I think that he helped make that shit safe. Where like the kids liked him, but then like my generation liked him too, and we're like, yeah, love is hard, isn't it? Aiden, isn't love hard? You know, like I don't think that's what hip hop should be. I don't think there shouldn't be a place for it, but I don't think that should be what it is. I think it should. I think when you say it, it should have that bite to it. That like but So anyway, speaking of music, I was listening to. I got this Bible Bob episode coming up, and I'm listening to. I've been listening to Fleetwood Mac a lot recently for it, right? Who I'm a fan of, but like they had this one song that has like this like Caribbean flavor to it, right? Like this island-esque flavor to it. And my baby comes in the room. She's like, "What type of music is this?" And then she went, "Music to listen to in the garden."
That's gonna be Evan on Jamaican.
I went to Tyson's and had my little anniversary.
Yes.
Happy anniversary.
What's in the bag?
How much money y'all spend?
What's in the bag?
we spent a lot.
You spent a lot. Yeah, that's what I look like.
We spent a lot. So I bought her this David Yurman ring that she'd been wanting forever. And then I bought myself a couple hoodies.
How many Google devices did you buy?
Yeah, right.
right.
Zero.
No flex.
Zero Google devices.
Broke ass bitch.
You like I take too many trips to Jamaicans. Like I took a trip to Tyson's.
But I did see painted on an overpass sign as I was driving in that someone has like reached over and painted. It said Hunter Hyden.
Yeah, I see that. Right by. But that,
You know what?
Oh, I don't know if I should say that.
Speaking of overpass signs, I thought on my way here, somebody painted one that said Dipset.
Oh,
I swear, on
nice.
695.
I'm a huge fan.
It amazes me that hasn't been addressed. That's
What?
been up there for
Painting on
at
overpass?
least a year.
yeah,
Hunter
yeah,
Hyden.
yeah. Let's see. Still watching Your Honor. It's good, man, but it's just like some things are just so fucking convenient in it that it drives me nuts. Like, there's like three main factions, right? There's like this mafioso type faction. There's the streets, and then there's the police, right? The queen of the mafioso faction, the matriarch, like happens to be driving down a road that the matriarch of the streets like happens to like walk into and has to brake, and like now they're just squared off against each other. And I'm like, really? Yeah. In the whole fucking city of New Orleans, it just happens to be you two that, but like a lot in that show is just going that way, and it makes some sense. There is some explanation for it, but I'm cautious because I do think it's good and I am enjoying it, but I'm like, man, some shit about this doesn't seem as sophisticated as the first season.
Isn't this lazy writing?
I'm not sure yet.
I mean, like you had a whole fucking galaxy far, far away. Everything happens on Tatooine.
Not everything, just the shit around that family. But like,
Was that a Star Wars joke?
Yes. I went down to Annapolis on.
I didn't go because none of the main players was going to be there.
So you shouldn't have let me dictate that either, because I'll tell you. There was a bar that people were going to hang out at, right? And we got there, walked up, my family went, had the dog with me, and the fucking... I walked into the bar, and I was like, I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be in here. The dog can't be in here. It's a weird vibe in here. I don't want to be in here. So I said what's up to everybody I knew in there, walked out, and then I was like, all right, well, there's a parking lot that sits right next to it that's like just open, and people were in there and hanging out. And they gave me like a little bracelet to go in, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, this fucking place is packed, like elbow to elbow, and I got a dog and 3 kids. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? So I was like, look, you guys enjoy. I'm going to walk down to the water. So we walked down to the water, and my kids and I and my wife got a pizza, sat out on the water, enjoyed the water, and it was a fucking beautiful day. It was like 60-something degrees.
Being nuts, yo.
You know, and just split a pizza together, just one large, nothing crazy, just like a couple slices each, and had some drinks, some sodas, and enjoyed the water and shit.
Today would have been good for a New Yorker.
Yeah. Anyway, well, except I got to go to this fucking dentist appointment.
Oh.
I got fucking more cavities in my mouth than a good hand of spades. Got like 4 in a possible. But like, so like I'm looking at they have like a big parade is what the event was, and they had fire trucks out there, and the fire trucks raised this Irish flag that was like. Huge,
like the Walmart American flag.
Yeah, like fucking ridiculous. And it made me think, like, is there any other, and especially given the touch and go history of the Irish in this country and how they've been perceived, is there any other group of people or nationality, and I know you're. I know.
Evan's like hesitating up.
Because it's more complicated than it might seem at the surface, right? Because
Are you looking at me?
We need a whole nother. You said, oh man,
because there's another day coming up here pretty soon that has high national stereotypes and connections assorted with it, and that's May 5th. But it doesn't get the same rollout, and it's celebrated. But it doesn't like this. They hung this fucking Irish flag, and I'm part Irish, so I'm not like offended, but I am thinking to myself like, damn, it wasn't, but it was less than 100 years ago when the same place and the same stores would have had Nina signs in their front windows. No Irish need apply. You weren't fucking welcome. And now here we are walking down the street and all these fucking stores have got fucking Irish flags hanging out of it with this giant sign. And it made me think, like, we don't really do Columbus Day anymore, but when we did, it's kind of like the Italian Day, and then there's Cinco de Mayo, which is the Mexican Day, really, but sort of St. Patty's being the Irish Day. Is there any other day that gets that sort of recognition that's not American?
You saying you don't think Cinco de Mayo is as?
I've never seen a huge Mexican flag hung by 2 fire trucks for a parade.
Right.
Well, yeah, I think
no.
Well, just because it wasn't hung by fire trucks, but
or hung by anything.
What should it have been hung by then?
I just don't think he's in the right area. Dun, dun, dun.
Just saying.
They had I think
I never seen no.
I don't know, but we got to eat them.
Oh, okay.
I think that's exposure. I think those two things go hand in hand, and you were in the right place at the right time.
Okay.
You went there to experience that environment. I think if you hung out with your boy on Cinco de Mayo, you'd see Mexican flags and fucking the skulls and all that shit, and you get lit, and it'd be a big fucking party.
I ain't never seen no Chinese flag on Chinese New Year.
Yeah, I ain't never seen a Juneteenth parade.
You haven't?
Either.
No.
So
I'm sure
Chinese
there's
flag?
Juneteenth parades.
Yeah, I can't believe how much. If I go through my
Off
IG,
of
I
Martin
can't believe how
Luther
much
King
shit I see
Boulevard,
about
I mean.
Chinese New Year.
Yeah,
No,
that was,
I'm
I
not
never
about
seen
Chinese New
Annapolis.
Year, but a giant Chinese flag being flown in America.
Yeah, okay,
That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
You know, okay, yeah,
See,
that is a
It's
big
different. They
difference. You're
celebrate as Chinese New Year, but they don't really think about it as
Yeah.
China.
China's-
They'll say Lunar New Year or some shit like that.
And China's kind of ain't nobody rocking
I
that
don't like
flag.
China. Fuck them.
Ain't the best, that's not the best talking point right
Yeah.
there.
well, they fly balloons. I mean,
That's true. And I saw a dragon.
Oh wait.
Now you put water into a cup.
She's saying,
It becomes the cup. You
Translate,
put
what
water
was that
into a
sound
bottle. It becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot. It becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
I thought we were going to make one episode without that shit.
So, but anyway, we did enjoy ourselves, but I actually wanted more of a camaraderie hangout. Was not the scene for me at all.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it.
we'll see how Juneteenth goes. Same setting.
We'll see if I get an invite.
We'll see if it gets publicized as much too.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like,
that's
so
brand new though.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No.
It's brand new as far as being recognized.
yeah, kind of. To be recognized.
It is, yeah.
Well,
like,
just,
in a popular
everybody knows.
culture.
you
was
know.
last year the first year?
No, it was
2
like
years?
No, it was a
3,
couple years
4.
ago.
Yeah, but I mean, that's
funny
relatively
because
new, right?
Recognition and appreciation of black people is the only thing that white people are on CP time for, which is wild.
See, there's
You said that too fast for me to.
He said recognition.
He got it.
Yeah,
I
he said the recognition and appreciation of black people is the only thing that white people are on CP time for, meaning colored people, meaning that we're late to it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's fair, or I don't think it's any more fair than saying the inverse.
The what?
The inverse.
Oh.
Oh my god!
I quit.
That was close.
That shit wasn't as close as what you said that week.
You are not winning
I
this
can't
episode.
win
No.
I'll see you next month.
Bro, if you keep having Evan on once a month, your fucking listeners are gonna start rocking dashikis, bro.
Then the plan is working.
But it's and he'll be the only one in Under Armour shirt leading them. But like, which is too white for me, by the way. But here's the thing: is that like I every time that you come on, the conversation is valued. So
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
I do appreciate it. No, so what I mean by that is
Did he
it
say
takes
that about
time, right?
Oh, yeah, I didn't get one of those either.
I get a couple of times.
I was just making sure.
Show me my pimp game ain't showing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
He
want to be
did.
responsible, but you know,
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah.
That's all you did.
but I think it's different. Like you two guys get a ton of compliments. Also, actually, the last time I know.
That sounds
I think I opened up the whole show with saying when any of you three are on, it often gets right ends.
I just don't know what he would do if the B team wasn't here. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
when
Chris.
when y'all,
I-
look, anytime y'all are on the show, damn, okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, y'all too.
I'm hurt.
You people.
Oh, you're playing this side of it now, aren't you?
Hey, we have the numbers now.
Never thought I'd have to flex in Frederick. Here we are.
But anyway, did you have anything else to offer on that?
No, that was good.
Okay.
I've never gone to one of those parades or anything. It's just not my style. And like you said, it gets crowded and it's
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much, and I'm all about that shit. Like, and I feel like I didn't get to experience that a lot during my 30s because I was raising kids, you know. And now I'm at a point where my kids are kind of like, you know, like you got to keep an eye on them, but they can fuck around and they're gonna be all right. But like now when I go, I'm like, man, like I don't know. Either y'all got to choose a bigger venue, or you got to invite me to the smaller gathering.
Did you bring the family? Obviously, you brought your family because you want to spend time with them. It's a beautiful set.
Right.
Did Bobby bring them to say, I gotta go?
Not at all. Not at all. I was hoping actually. I was hoping actually for the opposite, that there'd be other families and like it would be like a, you know, because when I
probably would have just said go by yourself.
and that's fair.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't have.
You probably wouldn't have joined it deep. When's the last time you really been out?
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah, without my family.
Yeah,
like
just been out like to have a good time. It's been a while, right?
Been a while.
Yeah, you
So
need
it's
that.
just like that thing. Like for me, like I was reverse COVID. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to get out in the street." Nah, when COVID was over and they started opening up stuff, I'm like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah,
Like
I'm the same.
you see what I got on, right? Hoodie and some pants.
Same.
These are my chill clothes.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
don't
do
look.
got
I got
pants on.
on.
Look at that.
Crocs.
All right.
I don't want to put on no fancy stuff no more. I'm good just the way I am.
Yeah.
I used to be about haircuts every weekend. Now I'm just like, because I used to do security, so you had to be out there every Friday, Saturday. You see everybody, see how people move. So when I shut down, I was like, man, I ain't gotta do this shit.
Right.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
I do appreciate my time by myself away from my family, like going out just to hang out and stuff. Like you need that. I think as adults we all need it. I told my wife, go out, hang out with your girls.
I think
Nah,
you
we're not
need
doing
it a
that
little
either. But it depends for me because like I wouldn't mind going out like just my wife and I like to the same venues. I would have been all right. But even that, I'd have been like, man, this is a little tight. Like it's just like it's not fun.
Oh yeah, I don't like.
It's not
the sardine shit. But
I'm fucking wearing an Alexander McQueen hoodie in that bitch. Like I don't. Like, who's gonna spill some
see
fucking
again? That's a it's a barrier.
You know, like it's like I don't. That's not fun to me. Like, but like
Not anymore.
Correct, but like even back then, like I usually had like I would carve out a little section, you know, like I would have my little space with my people, and like I think that like if I had to pinpoint one, right, when at my job we have a union, and we had a new union president elected in, and I was there then for the votes, and then we all went out afterward.
That's pretty good,
and that was a good time, but like all cards being on the table and statute of limitations still at play, it wasn't the most responsible set of choices I made that day, and I shouldn't have to worry about that at 42. You know,
you also you're not in that setting often enough where you like. I'll be the first to admit when I left. I think I told y'all this on the other pod. When I left my old relationship, I wasn't drinking and she wasn't having me do social shit. I couldn't see my friends. I definitely couldn't do shit on my own. So when I did go do that, your boy was drinking more than he should have, and he was driving more than he should have. Right. For sure.
Right.
And I had to be an adult and recognize it. So the more I did it, the better I was. I was Ubering. I'm Ubering now. You know, I'll drive up to Frederick just so that I could Uber to the Vineyard, and then, you know.
which is cool, but I can't Uber to Annapolis.
I mean, you can. You got money.
But anyway, all of that as it was, I left during the parade, so traffic was easy.
Fair.
I had a good time with just the wife and kids eating pizza. I wish we I could have hung out with more people,
Right.
but like I just didn't want to be in that scene. Like it was too.
So that's
feel
one of
that.
those situations where I want to ask first who all going to be there, because I'm not going to make that trip out there just to see certain people.
Yeah, but see, but which I understand, but I think I'm much more loving of more people. I have a broader. When I go out to hug, my arms stretch wider than yours.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
you know, when I went there were people there that I was like, man, it'd be cool to hang out and kick it with you guys for a minute. But it's too damn tight. And my dog's sitting outside.
Yeah.
You know, and y'all don't want to come outside. I got my dog.
I think hopefully most of those people recognize, like, and maybe this is just me, those aren't people that I would hang out with outside of work. Oh, I'm saying that wrong. Before I got into that career, it's not really people that I would have ever stepped out and been like, hey, let me meet you in Naptown.
Right.
So now I think everybody in the bar, outside the bar, recognizes like we're here because it's camaraderie.
Right.
We don't have to be besties. You know, so if it's high and by, if it's, hey, hung out and get drunk, if it's, hey, I brought my family, then it is what it is. I don't think anybody
No.
takes
I don't think they took it a certain way.
Yeah.
I was bummed out because I went down there with the expectation of hanging out and having a good time. And when I got there, I was like, this is not my scene.
That happens.
Yeah.
But I think it happens too often with you, and we need to figure it out.
Damn, we called him out.
I mean,
No,
maybe right.
this is
no,
my...
Marcus Aurelius.
Yes, I got you.
Yeah,
Or
he's one of those
Benny Nice,
anchors. What are you doing?
He checks me pretty often, and I do appreciate it. My mom reached out to me.
Nice.
It was pretty awesome.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, just speaking of Marcus Aurelius,
This is weird.
yeah. Let me think. I'm trying to try to give you some high notes. So my brother took a plea deal. So he gets sentenced this month. He's going to go to jail for 4 to 15, depending on how that falls.
Did I hear the other day you got a brother named Ben? Is that what you? Mm-hmm. That's so wild to be.
Yeah. So I asked her, and let me be honest, I had tied a few on. I usually don't engage in anything meaningful with my mother, but I had tied a few on. And I said, let me ask you a question. Do you ever stop and think to yourself, damn, out of all my kids, Bobby's the only one that got his shit together? Does it ever cross your mind? And
sorry, what did she reach out to you with?
About my brother getting ready to go to jail.
She was like, hey, so you know,
he took a plea. He's going 4 to 15. He gets sentenced on a certain date. Mm-hmm. And she said, her response, Bobby, I don't know your life. We all have choices. I did not really give opinions or judge. That's God's job. I did the best I could. After you grow up, your life is your life. I have no opinion. My hurt level from all my kids was overwhelming. I can't look back, for it would drive me 4. She's always with the drama. Who are you, fucking Shakespeare? I can't look back, for it would drive me crazy. Italian mothers, man. I don't judge people for I am not wearing their shoes. Addiction, bad or good, is a disease. I can only be me. I know I did the best I could. Let me share one true story about your father.
This is all one text.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This guy took somebody else, and I don't know. It just talks about shit about my dad, shit about my grandmother, like just trashed the people that are responsible for me being the only fucking success story out of her life. And then I was like, you know what? Asked and answered. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. The answer is no, and I'm okay with that. And she was like, just let it go. And I was like, I'm okay. I let it go. I got my answer. Thank you. She's like, let it go, Bobby. And I was like, I'm not. I just brought it back. I'm not holding it anymore. You know. And then she went. It was the worst thing I could have done, because I mean, this is the day of engagement. So this and all this, because she starts up here. Of course, her heart hurts for him because he's a decent person. This is the one going to jail.
Yeah, decent person. That's what moms do, though, I guess.
But then, like, this is all.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read an excerpt of that and I was fucking pissed for you.
Yeah.
Who's the kid?
My niece. So like, but out of all that, she was at one point she said, if there's anybody that you know that needs to hear my side of the story, then send them my number and I'll tell it to them.
We should have her on the pod.
Yeah, hey, put a number on there.
Call her right now.
555. Yeah. Oh, hey.
So I said to her,
That's behind the paywall conversation.
Oh, yeah,
right there.
that's Patreon episode.
so I said to her, I said, Mom, I don't give out droid numbers to my friends.
The first thing I thought when you started scrolling was like, this green bubble bitch.
I saw the green. I know.
All right. So then here's another thing. All right. So, my wife and I have been struggling sexually.
All right.
Since we got this dog. It's had a huge impact.
Really?
Yeah. Because we let the dog be in the bed. The dog's not in the bed anymore. Like,
you gotta hide the peanut butter, bro.
Let me tell you something. That's not the problem, because the fucking dog wants in. The dog will pop up and look at my wife like, "What are you eating?" but
I thought you ate that
How come she's sucking toes and sucking dick? I thought that was the last thing on the menu.
So anyway, I said to her, I was like, we were talking about it, whatever. So my wife is like, I love her to death, but she's often like, when there's a problem, she needs an outside source to help her solve it. So like, she'll want to pick up a book on it. She's gonna, you know what I mean? She's gonna do this. So she's been listening.
I heard that wrong.
So she's so she's been listening to podcasts about it, like long-term relationships, blah blah blah. But that's not really our issue,
Right.
But anyway, she's been listening to it, and like one of the podcasts she was listening to was how to have magnificent sex in a long-term relationship. Right.
Okay.
That's what came up. Right. So my daughter saw it.
Which one?
Jaina.
Okay. In their like history or
No, like she was just like sitting on her phone, like it was the last thing played, so it was like sitting there on pause, and then my daughter started making jokes about it, right?
Of course.
So then we're all at the kitchen table and we start talking shit after dinner or whatever, and Laura says, and Jaina, let me tell you something. After this, you're gonna clean up the dishes, and then you're gonna get dressed, and you're gonna go to bed, and you're gonna take a shower, whatever the fuck, blah blah blah. And she's like, "Yeah, well, I hope you don't have magnificent sex tonight."
Wow. Hey, she won that one. Hey, you gotta give her that one. That was good.
You gonna give me chores, huh?
Fucking funny, man.
I feel like all you can do is make sure your back is to everybody so they don't see you laughing.
Dude,
Because then you definitely not getting no pussy.
it's so fucking crazy. Anyway, so unfortunately, I did not have time to go through any of the notes that Phil posted.
86 of them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go through them right now and pull them up as need be. Let's see.
He hasn't shrunk his list at all over the years. He's still posting the things that you say like you don't look at.
Dude, and you guys have him on. It is insane. His like Rolodex of fucking.
Oh, dude,
it's
Phil?
insane.
Phil? Yeah, he's got that shit committed to memory. So there, I got one. Have you guys seen the Turtles trailer? The new Turtles trailer?
I saw it.
The turtle trailer.
So they got a new animated movie coming out for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Looks weird.
Yeah.
It does look weird, but I don't hate it. I don't hate the look. I think, I'll be honest with you.
You're just excited you got another more turtles to collect.
Well, yeah, no. I'm not buying these. They look weird.
You say that now.
They look weird enough for me not to buy them.
Evan, you haven't seen it?
Huh?
You haven't seen it?
Nah, I
haven't either.
April's Black.
Oh, I'll watch it
Now.
bad?
Hey, and seemingly overweight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Two.
Overweight or thick?
Overweight is what I would say. Two boxes.
I agree with him on that shit.
Two boxes checked. I heard Lizzo's doing the voice. I'm kidding.
Really?
I'm out. And for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So anyway, but I was talking to Jisk about it. Actually, he made a good point that Into the Spider-Verse or whatever it was, Into the Spider-Verse, that shit. It really,
dope.
it is. But it has opened up also, I think, what's acceptable for animation, because like not everything needs to look like Pixar.
Yes.
You know? So while I agree with you that the designs are weird looking, I do like that it's not a Pixar looking movie. That it's like it has its own identity, like the Spider. Like I don't like Spider-Man to me in those like specifically Parker is like a bit too long and lanky for but it's its own design and it's true to it. And
it's not a formula. It's different proportions, but not the same formula.
Correct. And I like the same thing about these turtle ones. And I'll probably watch it.
I want to see Mario with you when it comes out. I'm hyped for that too.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, the trailers be looking good.
Yeah, for sure. I fucking fuck this.
And you guys touched on this last time. You were talking about how Transformers can never go back to animated on the big screen. I think that's the point you guys were trying to make a couple weeks ago. So this is kind of interesting. You're going from CGI turtles back to this, which is animated, but it's not quite the old school cartoons and stuff. But they're going in the other direction.
Yeah, that is true.
Is that theater release? Is this
It looks like it.
theater?
Yeah.
It's a theater.
It's by Nickelodeon, so I imagine they're going straight to.
It's coming to movies.
Yeah, and I mean they tend to like I don't know if they're under some sort of contract because sometimes that shit does have like you have to release so many forms of multimedia within a given space but keep the license. But like I do think that what do we got going on?
He's trying to show the turtles.
Trying to see what April looking like.
Hey, while you sitting there researching, an important fact that I found out. The movie that was near and dear to all of our hearts, and it's a very important movie, Friday.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, I did not know that Ezel was the one who stole the boxes.
Oh, I've never thought about it.
Yeah, me and my folks was talking about it when Craig got fired for stealing boxes.
On his day off?
Yeah, on his day off.
Yeah, you got fired on your day off.
How you get fired on your day stealing boxes? He never did it. Talked to a couple of fellas of mine. They was like, yeah, Ezel did it. So you know how sometimes we see like the original version of a movie?
Yeah.
And we've seen it so much, and then you know it. Everything, scene by scene. Then it goes to like cable television. And for some reason, cable television always be putting in some scenes. You was like, extra, wait a minute, that shit wasn't in there. So apparently in the beginning, like in that morning scene when they're going through the house, there was a scene where Ezel's running down the street with boxes. That's what funny. I was told. And I was like, get the fuck out
That's
of here.
funny.
Yeah, I've never paid attention to it.
Hey, never knew that. Fun fact.
There's so many cuts of movies, man.
Yeah. Friday is done by F. Gary Gray.
Yeah.
He used to do a lot of like music videos and shit before Friday. Like I remember he did like a Jizza video and everything else. And then I think he ended up doing like some movies that you'd be like, damn, really? Like some like big, like, also we lost Tom Sizemore.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. He died. He passed away at 60.
They were talking about it like last week that he's about to go, so
Help me out.
Yeah, 61. Actor, here he is.
He's
in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's in a ton of stuff.
You Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
He got shot and he said, I just got the wind knocked out of me.
Oh, yeah.
Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
I most know him from True Romance.
Yeah.
The scene, my favorite scene. I love every fucking scene in that movie, but when he's like, speaking of fucking scenes you can recite every moment of, but he's like, they're trying to get this guy who got found all this cocaine on him to flip. And they're like, and he's an aspiring actor, this guy that's got cocaine all over him. And he's like, you're no longer a supporting actor or an extra or a co-star. You're a fucking star. You are a fucking star. And you're going to be playing your one-man show nightly for the next 10 fucking years in front of a captive audience. But yeah, 61, man. It's awfully young, dude.
it is.
Yeah.
Hate to see it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I did want to say the Maryland mayor resigns after being arrested on more than 50 counts of child pornography.
PG County one? Yeah.
He probably played a pretty good actor.
Hold on. I'm representing PG. Let's go to city. That was College Park.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
You
different.
try to put it in the whole. Nah.
Hey,
that was College
I
Park,
saw it on the sites. They said PG County.
No, that doesn't happen in
PG
You
Georgia.
just read the whole article, comma, College Park.
He's the
That's not
mayor
what they
of
lead with.
College
They
Park.
never
I
lead
seen
with
it too. They was like Maryland mayor. I was like, nah, that ain't
right.
That would make you think it's
Right.
Scott or something like that. You know.
Yeah, yes.
I did see the governor at Annapolis.
He's cool, man.
Yeah, he seemed cool.
I'm
I saw him when I was
upset
eating out
that he's
one
not
night.
running for president.
Yeah, we
I'm serious.
We
Really?
went to eat, and he was at Bonefish right across from us over there. in Glen Burnie.
Okay.
Surprising, I know.
Yeah.
But just out there with his family.
Oh, he's cool, man.
Hogan's the man about town like that, huh?
Yes.
That's what's up.
Constantly. I had a picture. I got 2 pictures with him just being in random places.
Oh wait.
Oh, who you talking about?
I'm not talking about Hogan.
Oh, you talking about the new governor?
The new governor.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
that's what I was talking about.
Sound like a Herb.
Hogan who?
You didn't like Hogan?
No, I did.
Yeah,
I
he did a pretty good job,
But you
man.
say governor, and I'm thinking current governor.
Yeah.
I did like Hogan though.
Yeah. But anyway, he was down there. He was like, quick in and out, kind of pressy, but it was still cool, and political, but
Kissing babies and shit.
I think you'll see him run for president in a couple years.
I hope so.
I think
He gonna get some surgery, get rid of that double chin, and then boom, he'll be a
the
man.
problem, not to get into a political pile, but the problem with Hogan is that he's a moderate.
Yeah. Oh well,
That's what I like about him.
That's why
about
it's
him,
a
too.
good choice.
Yeah. But we don't live in a world where moderates can win anymore.
I feel,
Everybody wants
yeah.
the
I don't think
hardcore
we
gang
ever
size.
will, but I'd love to see him try. That's for sure.
Me too. But yeah, the new mayor came and thanks guys and thanks and hopped in the SUV.
Yeah.
I think he actually did hold a baby at one point, which I was like, man, a little on the nose, but yeah, side note. And then all we have left is questions, and we don't have that much, to be honest. It's hit or miss. So this one is from Vex. He said, great show. Bobby, I feel you on that teeth health discussion. No matter what you do, you're prone to lose. I brush 2 to 3 times a day and still suffer from cavities. Call me Captain Cavity. My brother, who only brushes his teeth on Friday and Saturday.
What?
God damn.
What in the white?
my question was gonna be like, we use a washcloth. Need
And
to
if
do
you're
it.
gonna do 2 days a week, why the fuck would you do Friday, Saturday?
Because you're going out.
That's when you're going out, right?
Oh, that's wild
But
as
you
shit.
talk to people Monday through Thursday.
I agree.
People don't give a fuck about apparently.
Yeah. But Friday, he's probably having that last
I
piece
agree.
of meat.
Yeah, so to speak.
And he never gets any cavities, but his breath smells like like a leprechaun was tap dancing on his tongue with dog shit.
Sound like Bobby wrote this email.
He said, you win some, you lose some. Has anyone ever played Metal Gear Solid or Heavenly
it's my
Sword?
shit.
Yeah.
If you have,
Yeah.
what's your opinions on it as to whether or not it would make a good movie? I think Metal Gear Solid 3 would be an awesome movie, or Metal Gear
sick.
4, snake crawling through the microwave room was epic.
I mean, Metal Gear series in general. I mean, but like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like with Last of Us, it's just for people who didn't play the game. I mean, it's great to watch. I would watch it, but like the games nowadays, story-driven games are already just fucking movies you play, right? So you just fucking put in the same shit on screen, which will of course be great because it's already meant for that.
But should Metal Gear be a movie or a TV series, though? I could see TV series.
I mean,
I'd
it's,
like
long,
movie
it's a
better
long
because-
saga.
Yeah, miniseries or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm
it's
saying. I can
like
see a couple
the-
seasons of
I
it.
mean, the story spans decades, so
Yeah.
I don't think
depends on
you can
which
go
stake you want.
half-ass on Deathstroke's like CG. Deathstroke.
Damn.
Hold on, I'm gonna explain that.
Hey, he touched my leg and then he's talking about
Where are my services needed?
Hold on, I'm gonna come full circle on that.
Hey, yo.
Joe. That's it. I'm going home. Joe Manganiello. Yeah, he was supposed. There was rumors that he was going to play.
That'd be cool. He's a nerd. He's a real nerd. He got a whole ass D&D dungeon, bro.
I mean,
Is that the Hellboy dude?
No, he was going to play
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
That's why I was,
yeah.
That's why I said
Now
Deathstroke.
it's making sense. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
That's why I
thought
got.
the dude's
Yeah,
name was
yeah.
Snake.
Yeah, but
He
he was
has
supposed
the
to play
whole
Snake.
ass fucking like D&D dungeon. It's fucking impressive.
How old is he, by the way? I'm
not
always
fucking-
interested in
do I look
knowing
like
actors' ages
Phil?
prior to them playing roles. 'Cause I'm like, if we're going to stretch this out as a series of movies.
Right.
it's like,
Snake is old.
Yes, and
Yeah.
he got that
Yeah,
grade.
but
He's
Snake is old.
46.
And the last couple ones, right? What if they want to start?
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But
Unless
that's
you
why
record
you don't go light on the
series with him
CGI
now.
with that.
Right.
I think a movie series would be dope as fuck for that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be sick.
And I think it's popular enough to where like they don't have to worry about an audience.
Yeah.
Like because it's not. I
And
don't think
people are
it's a
hungry for
risk.
it. There hasn't been content lately, so they're hungry for more. So instead of dropping it, or maybe you simultaneously do it, game and movie.
Yeah, and there's so much content that spans so many genres in so many years. Like not just the story is decades. Like the fucking first game was an NES
Right.
in the fucking 80s.
Right.
Yeah.
Metal Gear was Konami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they done anything recently?
Hey, Joe.
Konami or
We're live on the speed with our Asian correspondent.
we don't like Konami anymore. because they got rid of Kojima, and then we lost fucking Silent Hill PE. So
Are they
like,
still in business?
fuck
Yeah,
Konami.
that's what I'm saying.
No, I hope they're not. Fuck them.
Oh, damn. All right. Hot take on Konami.
There was some. Then he put in some rapid fire questions.
All right, good time for it. Is
said-
it true or false? Or
He said, "Would you rather not have large hands or large feet? Hands 12-inch from palm to middle finger, feet 16 and up. For Chris, it's the opposite. He probably suffers from one of both.
That's a wild one.
That's basically which would you rather? Would you rather have big hands or big feet?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say big hands. Like,
Yeah, of course you would.
And the reason why is because I could actually, they could be functional. Or with big feet, you just look like a fucking clown. You know what I mean? Like
You had to find
you know
some.
what I mean?
You had to find some big oven mitts, huh?
God damn it!
I want bigger hands.
No, go ahead. What's what you thinking, Bobby?
Go on.
This is the worst day of my life. God damn it.
You shouldn't have answered first, man.
But yeah, Joe.
Big hands.
Yeah, same reasons. Or
Yeah, bro.
yeah, Greg.
Feet, I'd kick the shit out of somebody. Just because. And I ain't fucking with that hand shit because it ain't going too good the way we going with the thing.
Man,
I'm 5'7". I can't have big feet, bro. I be walking around looking like a clown.
Yeah.
It gets in the way, man. Like I don't wear shoes, I'd be kicking shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like there's like certain shit you can never do and look tough. Like, you know what I mean? Like eating an ice cream cone. It like doesn't matter how tough you want to be. Like you just can't eat an ice cream cone tough. You know.
And you know what I was thinking about? What movie? Don't Be a Menace. When he was licking the ice cream. I do it if I put your ass on the street.
You just think about the way cartoons are drawn, like Batman animated series. They have little feet is fine and big hands, right?
Yeah,
They look tough.
But here's another thing you can't do and look tough: walk in flippers.
Walk in flippers?
Yeah.
Like swimming flippers?
You
I mean,
look goofy.
You ain't chasing nobody in them.
Because you gotta pick them shits all the way up, and you can't have any kind of like.
See somebody coming up to you.
somebody take your wallet and you in your flippers and shit. And you try to chase after him.
I mean, you won't need no flippers with them giant feet.
Evan, hands or feet?
I'm surprised y'all didn't say it. I would do hands simply so I could get into the ultimate slap.
Oh,
That's money right there. Come on.
Talking about that on the pod on Wednesday.
Yo.
dude, did you see the ultimate slap with those two girls? It kind of went viral. Where
When
like
she did the front row.
she did
I
a
saw that.
This shit did the whole somersault. They said the bitch smacked her into a different sport.
No, I don't know how much you'd have to pay me to stand there and let somebody freely slap me.
Find out how much they make.
Yeah.
Big hands, it don't
Not
matter.
enough.
I'm going first every time.
Some people
Just a
pay for
coin
that.
flip.
Some people pay to get slapped, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
That's
talking
true.
about some
Big
different
hands,
shit.
strong chin. That's all you need.
All right. So which of these do you not want to die by? Drowning, burning, falling, or eaten by a shark?
That's kind
Mine's
Fire.
Right there.
I think
Fall.
That's
fire.
interesting.
Fall. I feel like you probably gonna die by the shock before you hit the ground.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's the least pain. It's not that painful though, right? You just smack and you're done.
And that's it.
yeah, but I've
But you got a lot to
I feel
think
like
about on the way down.
Yeah, if it's like high place, you might be like, oh my god, I might be.
Yeah.
And by the time that you already dead.
That's
but
that
if
whole
you hit
joint
the ground,
in the
it's a wrap.
cartoons, and they be like,
In the and with the shark, it says one arm, then the leg, then the second arm, then the leg.
That's awful.
that was my answer.
You probably
anyways. I'm
die
not-
after the first arm though. You probably like pass out at
Bleed
least.
out or something?
But I think they mostly bite you and then take you, and then you drown. But you drown usually before they eat you. I think.
I don't think so.
It depends.
That's
on
a
They
gator.
kind of rip
Gators
you
do.
up.
Gators roll you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
That's roll.
Well, then it sounds like the shark is a double kill because I'm drowning.
Drowning and you getting
and then
eaten.
he's
I
biting.
heard. Well, see,
I
I was
heard
gonna say
drowning that
drowning
bad.
is peaceful.
Yeah, you
But
take that
who the
first breath
fuck
of
said
water.
that?
Yeah.
Nah, you stressing out on that one.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
drowning is it for me.
Fuck.
I ain't
Mine's
saying-
shark, bro.
I think
I'm-
set on fire,
I can
bro.
fight back on the shark.
I think.
but you're gonna die though.
Hey, but it's not.
It's
I can
inevitable.
still fight. Yeah, I know I'm gonna die.
You said
but-
the shark is biting you one piece at a time. As long as I got the
Yeah.
other hand,
Yeah, I'm
hit
doing
right
something.
in the nose.
Yeah.
But inevitably you're gonna die.
But you know that they're gonna eat your dick last, so you got to fight the chance everywhere you go.
Gotta save that national treasure.
Even the shark was like,
I think I would choose the fire
You don't want to die by fire?
Yeah, because
awful.
At first I'd be like, man, which one of you irresponsible motherfuckers let something burn in my house? Is what my fucking kids.
bathroom fan.
Motherfucker, he's scarred me for
which
life. I
brand
don't
had a steak
fucking turn on the goddamn
too.
bathroom fan anymore.
Yeah, I'll only turn it on if I'm going to be like in the same area as it, and I can keep tabs on it. I just like, anyway, what
You fucked me up with that.
What would you try? Skydiving, NASCAR driving, stuntman, or the guy who holds the light at the porn shoots?
I tried
I do all of that.
Yeah.
That all sounds
I've
good.
done skydiving, and
Wait a
that's
minute.
fine.
You said hold the light at the porn shoot?
Yeah.
Right?
You know what's funny?
That's a weird question.
It is a weird question, but you know what's funny to me about that? You know why the porn shoot one seems unappealing to me? It's not the porn or any. It's having to keep my arms up like that. Like,
and maybe even the rock hard when you look at it.
Hey, look,
God, I'm
and
so.
then you get the splashback.
But you gotta remain
About
focused.
the worst
Have
possible
you ever, like-
aspect of that. You might not even be in that line of fire.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Holding your arms up, like, damn.
Yeah,
she looking
you ever
so
done like
flagrant.
an exercise thing where they're like hold a 5-pound weight, you just hold it there, and you're like,
Yeah, it's
God,
exhausting.
punishment.
That's
That's
punishment.
Like, dude, hurry up.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the one that like. But I wouldn't. Let me see which one I would do. I guess NASCAR. I would drive fast. Fuck it.
Want to go fast?
And circles.
You know what I mean? Fuck it.
I think the hardest part about NASCAR is holding your pee.
Oh,
I thought you have
gotta
like
hold
a
it.
fucking urinal. You just piss in your
pee.
you just
Yeah.
piss in your
I thought
suit.
they
Pee in
Yeah.
there.
I think you just piss in your
Right.
suit, bro.
I don't watch that shit.
I think that's the most dangerous one. To be fair, of
Yeah.
all of those things,
Skydiving's not dangerous?
no,
That's actually one of the safest.
Skydiving safe. Compared to you driving 200 miles an hour in
Yeah.
circles,
Yeah.
One of the safest recreational activities.
He said.
Excuse me?
It is.
He said Scott. That was not dangerous.
I mean, it's just me. I mean, shit.
Because I have bad luck, man. It would be
Yeah,
my
I
shit
know.
that it
Me
wouldn't
too.
work. You know,
Pull that cord.
I'm like, oh yeah.
you got second and third one.
Pull the
Like,
Yeah,
emergency.
you got backups. Yeah.
Did you hear how Bobby died? He just screamed, "Oh, of course!" for 30 minutes. Here's another set of rapid fire. This is from Matt H. He said, "Back at it with another round. Drop your cocks and grab your socks
With oven mitts.
with oven mitts. True or false? If Pinkerton doesn't go as Dr. Mindbender this year for Halloween, something is wrong with the world." Well, I don't know, man, because that suit is nuts. You know, like he had to modify it. He had to update it. So God, I don't want to see Pinkerton in the like BDSM suit.
Hey, you never know.
Bumblebee is a dickhead. True or false?
What the fuck?
True.
Which one?
Why
Which
is
one?
it-
Wait, which one?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably all the newer ones. Yeah. I would say true.
I say true.
The Monte Cristo is the most decent of all sandwiches.
False.
False.
Nah.
Turkey Club.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go for that. Turkey Club. That's my favorite
Well,
sandwich.
you said most decent of all sandwiches?
Oh, I'm sorry. Decadent.
Then yes.
Decadent.
Well, no. What about the Luther? Is that the Boondocks? No, I'm sorry. That's a complete. It's fictional. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Monte Cristo might be the most decadent.
You know what?
No, I don't know.
That's the
The
fried
Luther,
chicken
it was
joint?
like a glazed donut
Yeah.
with a burger and then another glazed donut underneath.
No, we made that at work the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to.
All right, now I know what you're talking
Yeah, it's delicious. But that's a burger. That's not a sandwich.
But
A burger's a set. Come on, get the fuck
we're not
out.
gonna do this. We're not
Let
gonna
me
do
tell you
this.
something. Let me tell you something.
I
I might be willing to travel with you down
All
this road.
burgers are sandwiches, but not all sandwiches are burgers.
I'm not
There you
having
go.
a conversation with you about food because you don't appreciate it enough. All right, your brain doesn't suggest you know what the fuck you're talking
appreciate
about.
more food than most people, I would say.
He said it like
More different
all
types,
burgers
probably.
are sandwiches. All sandwiches ain't burgers. That's the perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
Sandwich is bread, meat,
No,
bread.
fuck it. The double down as a sandwich. It's got 2 pieces of fucking chicken as bun.
Nah, I'm not buying
That's-
it. You got to have bread. You got to have bread for it to be a sandwich.
So you agree that a burger is a sandwich?
I do.
All right, there we go.
I do. But you do as well, right?
No, I don't.
He said
He
no.
doesn't.
Oh,
he doesn't.
no, that's what- yeah.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Depends on how you eat it.
No, see, no, with oven mitts on.
Not the way I eat it. I eat that motherfucker with a fork and knife.
Especially if somebody watching.
The correct terminology is glizzy.
That's right. And
I
if
don't
you
know what a
fancy,
hot
it's a
dog is.
gourmet glizzy.
All right. Let's see here. Unless a book, movie, TV show is specifically about time travel, don't add it in. Same goes for alternate timelines.
Yes. True.
I say true.
I can get down with that.
All right. Paul C asked the best questions. I enjoy everybody's questions. expecting a Transformers film to be good is bozo behavior. True.
At this point, true.
I still hold out hope. I try to.
Yeah, but expecting is something different. I hold out hope.
Yeah.
But I expect it to be bad.
Have low expectations. I got you. Yeah.
It's just, I feel like it's just, unless there's a reboot, it's just too little late because it's tied to all the other bullshit.
I know y'all ain't excited for Beast Wars, but I am. I don't give a fuck. I'm
not excited, but I'm interested.
Yeah,
my eyes are interested.
The trailer was put together nice to make you be like, I.
Yeah,
I'm putting that with the music.
I'm more interested in the Beast Wars stuff than I am the G1 stuff from the live action movies because they've already fucked the G1 stuff to so at least they could do Beast Wars with some merit if they wanted to. Yeah. Ranch dressing has no place in civilized society.
True.
False, bro. What? What?
But
I like ranch dressing.
I like. Well, so
it's got
is ranch dressing and ranch sauce the same?
Can't we just say?
I think it's so. I think so. I think it's the same thing.
Okay, because
it's the same ranch that you put on a salad.
They both trash.
You been to Outback? You been to Outback?
The Kookaburra wings
a couple years
with the ranch.
But you've been.
And
I've been.
You had cheese fries with the ranch.
Aussie fries.
No.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
I don't do ranch. I just don't.
You're crazy.
I mean, I prefer blue cheese most of the time, but there's a time and place for ranch.
How come you're not gonna?
Trash.
Always.
That's the time and the place.
I agree with that.
Blue cheese is fucking like just as ranch plus.
How come you don't do ranch? You don't like it?
It reminds me of something.
White people.
Yeah.
No, that's blue cheese.
You're getting out of hand.
You are.
Look. There's some shit with ranch that goes too white.
I do not like ranch. Like
Listen,
the taste
it goes too
Do you
white.
not like vanilla ice cream too?
Ranch on pizza is unacceptable.
Only with chocolate chips.
But French fries and some ranch, or
Come on,
cheese
man.
fries and some ranch, that shit is
cheese fries. The Aussie
It's like
fries.
sour cream.
That's what we going on the way out of here. We going. Is there an Outback nearby?
yeah, but it's further west.
Oh no,
They don't open up till later on anyway. They're afternoon restaurants.
No, not here because they have to have in order to have this is fucked up Frederick shit. But in order to have a liquor license, you have to have a lunch menu.
What the?
Really?
Oh yeah. But
Who's that mayor?
They abused the purpose though. The purpose is that you constantly serving food while you're serving alcohol.
Yeah.
So they didn't want people to get in order to approve the liquor permit. They had to do it from there was no hours listed on a permit. So if they opened at noon, the Outback very well could have just been like, we're a bar right now and not serve food, but that's fucked up.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. All right. So Boss Hogg is a better villain than MODOK. False.
Boss Hogg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
False? False. Oh.
Yep.
With a hard Y. Mincemeat pie is the worst pie.
Yes, because it's got no fucking meat in it. It's a lie. I'm mad about that shit.
What the fuck is mincemeat
Mincemeat
pie?
pie is fucking fruit. It's goddamn dried fruit. Go fuck yourself, British people.
Fruit?
Yes.
British people have the worst food.
Let me look up that.
Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
Because I love meat, so to speak.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
I don't see that on the British Bake Off.
It is in there, Bacon Shake Off. Hello? It is in there. And I get mad every time.
Yeah. You know what I like about that show? You ever see how the oven door come out and then
And it slides in? Yeah, I love that shit
Where the
too.
fuck is that at in America?
We're not sophisticated. Yo,
This guy.
See what happened was I got through the whole episode.
Hey, there's a towel.
You got excited about the mincemeat pie.
Yeah. Actually, there's two.
The disrespect.
So, all right, let's see. Let's bring it back under control. Got a little rowdy here. Well, you know what's happened is you know what's funny? It's never happened on alcohol nights.
Never?
Maybe you're just more conscious of it. No, I feel like I feel like glasses have been broken on alcohol nights before.
Oh, maybe back in the day. Back in the day.
Yeah.
All right. Do away with pronouns altogether and just refer to people by their name.
But I don't know your name though.
I don't know nobody's name.
I don't want to know everyone's name.
And sometimes it's like it just gets in the way. But do you know Evan? Yeah, I know Evan. Yeah, well, Evan said, but no, I just want to say, yeah, well, he said, you know what I mean? I just want to get to it.
And some people got long fucked up names, man. Am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong?
I like that.
When you refer to a baby, can you say it like it's crying or
I say that.
Yeah, I think that's fair because sometimes you can't tell.
I agree.
Yeah.
I say it a lot.
Morning shits are the best shits.
Yeah.
True.
Yes. True.
Yes.
As long as you got it's complicated.
It's complicated. It's not always the case. It's not always the case.
That's not a true.
When I get off the toilet feeling light, like I'm like, whatever I had last night, man.
But see, it takes. I'm not a wake up and shit. Like I need my system to get like acquainted to life again. You know, so like if I leave for work at 5:15 in the morning, I'd had to get up at like 3:00 in the morning.
How long do you shit for, bro?
It's not the length of the time. It's the length of time I need for my body to get going to want to take a shit.
So I guess morning shit's on your day off.
That is the best.
That's different.
I like shits after work though. Like I'm like de-stress,
I'm
deload.
I'm done with my day.
You take a morning shit on your day off. You look in the mirror, you look so good.
Yeah, because, you weigh yourself. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I like that morning shit.
First thing in the morning.
Hey, look, when I get off the joint. Toilet.
What the fuck?
Damn, I don't. Hey, sorry, y'all. I fucked up.
What's going on over there, bro?
It makes sense. You gotta take a shit out.
I'm not gonna be the only one wearing oven mitts.
Bobby out here practicing safe sex.
All I know is, hey, Evan, you're right. When I get off the toilet after dropping a deuce, I sit there and look at my stomach. I'm like, damn, this joint do look a little smaller
it
today.
boosts your confidence.
Step on the scale for the first time.
Yep.
All right, gin is elf piss, all juniper berry tasting and whatnot. I say false. I don't think it
I think it's fine.
I don't like
I don't think it tastes.
I'm not a fan of it.
I don't think it tastes like berries at all.
Yeah, me neither. Let's see. Taco Bell is bottom tier of the fast food game.
No.
Disrespectful.
No.
That's Paul Sizemore?
No, that's Matt H.
Yeah, Matt H. need to watch his mouth.
I say true.
Nah, dog.
They got that chalupa.
bottom tier fast food.
If Demolition Man hasn't taught us anything, Demolition Man hasn't taught us anything.
Right, that's
Taco
the one.
Bell will be rating
That's
shit
right.
soon.
I saw some 60-minute shit where they like graded the grade of food with fast food chains.
That's not the.
And Taco Bell was on the same tier as canned meat dog food.
Right, but that's not the point.
Yeah, but my point
Would
is
you
that
eat Hardee's? You know Hardee's?
Yeah, I eat
you would
Hardee's.
go to Hardee's before Taco Bell?
100%.
Oh, what? Arby's? What about Arby's?
Arby's.
Yeah, I like the curly fries.
Arby's is.
We
I
know
do
why
like
you like Arby's.
We got the meat.
So we can't get it too much. He's just gonna stop the pod.
That's it for me. I'm done.
We have the meat.
Pineapple does not. Pineapple does belong on pizza.
100% does belong on pizza.
False.
Yes.
Well, it does. Depends on which
That's
pizza.
some white people shit.
I'll tell you what.
It depends on which pizza.
My taste buds have been colonized.
Hey, it's called Hawaiian, not white people pizza.
That's right.
That's because white people colonized Hawaii. Have you ever seen that South Park episode where they were like, God, I hate all the new people coming here that just won't let us say it. Zorana smells like Marlboro Reds in Monostat. Probably true.
I don't know what that is.
What's Zorana?
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, she's like the dreadnought chick. She looks like a biker chick.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I'm gonna say yes for that. True for that. Cringe is an overused term that doesn't really mean a fucking thing. I feel like it's getting that way.
Yeah, it's overused, but it does mean something.
I agree.
You know it. You know when your fucking shoulders go up and you get the fucking goosebumps.
Yeah.
It's like when you read fucking Phil's tweets. That's cringe.
Don't write outside the margins. True.
I'm big on that.
On writing outside or not writing outside?
Not writing outside.
Yeah, that shit makes it look all sloppy. And then that was it. Thanks, fellas. I bid you peace. Matt, shout out to him. Shout out while we're doing that. Thank you guys for all coming today. It was a good time. Good time. And shout out to Chris, who of course is on assignment. Shout out to Phil on our notes and on Twitter. Shout out to Raul on Instagram. Shout out to Ricky Tiki Timber on the videos. Shout out to Dante, who actually was he hasn't been out in so long. He's been wanting to come out. We tried to get it.
Yeah, because usually today is,
and it turns out he couldn't make it, but everybody else could. So perfect. But Dante,
it's all the same anyway, huh?
Oh, here we go. Halfway.
Yeah. Mix them up.
It's all the same though. We good.
And I think that's it. Oh, shout out to the rest of Cool Table. As far as I'm concerned, if you listen to this, you're part of it. And with that,
flappy labius,
last piece of meat.
Crusty cuticles.
Eat that dick last, baby.
Tight dick, player. Jesus Christ. Fucking gloves.
Yeah, I laughed hard.